We've got an exclusive here, baby, for Boy Green Daily on a Saturday. The New York Jets are going to be in the mix for Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray. Is that good? Is that bad? What does it all mean? We've got all the latest, baby. Boy Green Daily on a Saturday starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Everybody, I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. I'm your humble host, Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. We've got a full article in the YouTube description down below. This is an exclusive, baby. NFL information broker Benjamin Allbright joined me for an episode, and we talked about how he believes and knows that the Jets are going to be in on Kyler Murray if he's available. We have information on that he's going to be available, which means the Jets will be in the mix for Kyler Murray, and we'll put up a poll in just a second on if you're interested in Kyler Murray in a moment. But first, my co-host on a Saturday episode is my father, Paul Esden Sr., as Woody would say.
Hey now. Good morning, Coffee Club.
All right, Pop. Well, we don't have a game to preview. That already happened on Thursday Night Football. We'll get into some more of that later here on the program, but we've got some juice thanks to the Benjamin Allbright interview, which, by the way, the full interview you guys can find in my video section. That interview is done very well, which we appreciate. We're going to play a small clip from that conversation. We also cut it up, the Arizona Cardinals part of the interview, which is like 5+ minutes. That's also uploaded in our video section. If you don't want to watch the full 18-minute interview, you can just watch the Kyler Murray portion. That's in our video section. But we'll be playing a piece of that piece here on the program about the Jets being in the mix for Kyler Murray. So let's go to this episode of Boy Green Daily, and we'll be right back. Go to you, Benjamin. Is there a name you have in mind that potentially could make sense if the Jets wanted to go get a veteran quarterback and use some of these assets in that way?
Yeah, I mean, keep your eye on Kyler Murray. You know, that's somebody's going to be available after the year. And I know that I had a lot of Jets fans in my mentions that didn't particularly care for that. Okay. Now, when I was saying that they used some of these assets to do that, I didn't necessarily mean they were going to turn around and flip all these first-round picks for Kyler Murray. That won't cost you a first-round pick. Maybe a first, depending on if it gets bid up with other teams. But you're probably looking at a 2 and a 3, 2-2, something like that for Kyler Murray. And so, I like that as far as that goes, there you go. Kyler Murray's been productive before. He just does not fit with what they're doing in Arizona right now. And so that's sort of the thing, but that's not to say he's not a bad quarterback or whatever. He's a decent quarterback, and in the right setup, the right system, something that caters to what he does, he can be successful. And that, to me, if you can get that for like a 2 and a 3, and then take your time to absolutely be certain and find the rookie that you want, rather than just burning draft picks every year on a guy, I think you're in a much better position.
And there you go. That is Benjamin Allbright, NFL insider, or as he prefers to be called, NFL information broker here on the show. And it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Pop. I like the cut of your jib. There we go. Cheers. And now up on our YouTube, if you guys would like to interact with the show, we have a poll. And the question is this: would you, as a Jets fan, want to acquire Kyler Murray this offseason? Again, this is regardless of trade, contract, and we're going to get into that in a minute. So put that aside. It's just straight up the person, the player, the quarterback. Do you want him, yay or nay? We'll revisit that throughout the show. And Pop, as I mentioned, we have new information that indicates that Kyler Murray will, in fact, be available. Benjamin said if he's available, and he projected that he would be, Jets would be interested. Apparently, he will be available. We have this also in our article down in the YouTube description down below. This is from Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport. We'll start off here with Adam Schefter. The Cardinals must decide by this offseason whether to try to trade, release, or pay Kyler Murray. He's owed $19.5 million in guaranteed money if he's still on the roster on the 5th day of the new league year. And Adam Schefter said, quote, a separation is imminent between the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. So, we could play a lot of chicken here, Jets or any other team that'd be interested in Kyler, or whether or not they're going to pay that number, which means he could get cut, which we could get into in a moment here. But it sounds like he's going to be available by hook or crook. Let's ask the poll question just to you straight up, Dad, before we get into any of the particular details, because there's interesting things about his contract and things of that nature. Are you interested in the Jets acquiring Kyler Murray, putting contract, trade, and everything else aside, just who you know him as the player and the person?
Yeah. So I actually we talked yesterday for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I've actually changed my mind since we talked.
As have I.
And so some of this will be we haven't talked about what I'm going to talk about. So
Okay.
I will share this with you.
Okay.
I would share this.
Okay.
I think a few things. I think I'll just say I'm not opposed to the Jets getting Kyler Murray. I'm not opposed to it for the right price.
Okay.
And to me, the right price, and I know your NFL, what does he call him? Information broker.
That was his preferred title. I had him on I've done a lot of conversations with him over the years, and on a radio interview, I do this crazy introduction like I do for everybody. And I say, our NFL insider, Benjamin Allbright. And Benjamin's like, actually, I know everyone uses that word. I prefer information broker. Like information gets traded. That's how I get information. Teams looking for information from me, and we trade information. So can you call me that? I don't know if he meant that as a joke, but I've always called him it since. So
yeah. So I prefer to be called Charlemagne, the Holy Roman Emperor.
Okay.
Of the universe.
You can always update that, by the way, on one of your.
But right, I digress. Okay. Right. Okay. Calm down, Sparky, insider at best. Anyways. With that being said, my limit. Here's my deal.
Okay.
I think this fits nicely into what we talked about a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this is gonna sound. This doesn't change the future. You have to understand what your limit is. Right. I would look for the draft to get the quarterback in the right position, and I would be interested in getting Kyler Murray, and so. We could talk about the reasonability of what draft pick. I think he may be a little wrong, but the reasonability of draft picks and the salary would have to be right. It'd have to be something like, frankly, and I hate to even bring this up, it would have to be a Justin Fields type contract. The Jets, with their salary cap space, could easily absorb a similar contract to Justin Fields, pay the rookie on the rookie scale, and still win. So I'm not opposed to it, but it's definitely be for the right trade, and it would definitely be a show me contract. And if it's then there's no law, you're right, and then he's the stopgap. So we could talk a lot more, but I'll pause there. But I think it would be a good idea, not overpay, realize that he's a stopgap, not the full plan going forward, and he could carry the ball next year. That's my opinion.
So, Jet fans, again, to bring in the conversation me and my father had, we talked for maybe an hour on the phone yesterday, and we were talking about, I've got, for instance, let's just lay all the cards on the table, right? The Jets already played a game a couple of days ago. We have this unique window of these next couple of days. We actually have a special guest, Drew Beatty, our draft guy, will join us tomorrow to talk some more draft stuff for you guys. Again, we just sort of have this unique window that we're not previewing a game right now. So I've had some stuff in the hopper for a while that I've wanted to get to, and this is one of those stories, and I wrote it late last night, early this morning, put it all together. Like I said, it's an article form as well. When I initially heard Benjamin Allbright tell me Kyler Murray, it was, Kyler Murray? And then after our phone call, Pop, and I'm digging into the numbers, I'm digging into the statistics, I'm digging into things. It was that meme of that girl who drinks something, goes, and that's me. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out.
That's that kid, the kid in the stands. That's like, and then all of a sudden he's like,
yeah, right. It's like, And I'm in. And here it is, folks, on Kyler Murray. And Benjamin, I thought, explained it well. Again, I just want to remind people, that's a piece. That's not the full interview. There's a piece. So Benjamin explains more of what my father just said, that Kyler Murray isn't the end all be all. We're not saying acquire Kyler Murray and boom, quarterback's done. Fix that thing. It's the Billy Mays thing that like they have the big tub of water and there's a leak and he slaps duct taped on it and he's like, pow, fixed. Kyler Murray. But the Jets are in a unique position. They don't have a franchise quarterback right now. And there's hope about 2027. But a quarterback has to play football for the New York Jets between now and 2027, if 2027 is when you're going to finally figure it out. So you need a quarterback in the immediate. And regardless of what they do, whether it's 2026, let's walk through that scenario real quick. Jets draft the quarterback in the first round. From everything I've heard, none of these quarterbacks are ready to go immediately. So you want an established veteran that can come in here, and there's no questions about it. The rookie is cryogenically frozen, and you don't have to go to him. Kyler Murray is a guy, and I know this season he's dealing with health issues, but he's a guy that you wouldn't even think about the rookie. The rookie's locked in a room. Who cares about him? It's Kyler Murray. He's the guy all season long, no question about it, and things of that nature. So he could clearly be that guy. And here's the other thing for the fans. Again, I want to be honest. I started in these waters of like, I'm not so sure about Kyler Murray. Like, how are we as Jet fans too high and mighty for Kyler Murray? Our quarterback play has sucked. And look at this. I put it in the piece as well. And here they are. Here's what Kyler Murray has accomplished in the NFL, right? So he's a former Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. And here are his statistics that he's been able to accomplish in the NFL. He also won a Heisman in college. He started 87 games in his career. He's completed 67.1% of his passes. He's thrown for over 20,000 passing yards. He has a 2-to-1 touchdown reception ratio. He has 121 touchdown passes to 60 picks. He also runs the ball very well. He's toted the rock 532 times. He's run for over 3,100 yards and another 30 touchdowns on the ground. Allbright mentioned in that clip that, Jet fans weren't really enthused with the idea of Kyler Murray. But when you compare him to the Jets quarterback production from a franchise historical standpoint, if you drop Kyler Murray on the Jets right now, he would be third all-time in passing yards, third all-time in passing touchdowns, first all-time in completion percentage, and would be first in all-time career rushing yards by a quarterback. And that would be, let me make sure I do the math, that'd be 4 times the total of the current leader, which is Richard Todd, by the way, the career rushing yards leader for the Jets by a quarterback. His old Richard Todd. Kyler Murray has quadrupled the production he has, and obviously Kyler's career isn't over. Richard Todd's is. So the long and short of it is this. I think Kyler Murray is a lot better than we're giving him credit for. He's been a wildly productive quarterback. He's been a competent NFL quarterback, to say the very least, and the Jets haven't had that in some time. So the more I dove in, the more intrigued I am with Kyler. Now, from Benjamin's standpoint, he says, maybe it would cost a first, but probably not. Maybe it's a 2 and 3 or a 2 and 2 second-round draft choices, which the Jets, by the way, have that ammunition to be able to pull off and still have all the rest. But there is a legitimate possibility that Kyler Murray gets cut, Pop, and if he gets cut, did you know that he would join the Russell Wilson category, and you don't normally want to be compared to Russell Wilson. He'd be only owed the veteran minimum because the rest of it is owed to the team. So the Jets could sign, in theory, right? Kyler gets cut. Everyone plays bluff, forces the Cardinals to cut him before the 5th day of the new league year. Jets could sign him for the veteran minimum and then have all the money in the world to build around him and do all kinds of stuff for the immediate because of his contract stuff with the Cardinals. So that's another very intriguing thing if the Jets wanted to go in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I'm in the middle of mathing here, so 1 second.
Okay, sure, yeah. Carry the one, beep, boop, bop. Okay.
Yeah, so outside... So let's put a few things out there.
Okay.
You can say things and you can mean them, or you can just say things because you like to say dumbass cliches.
All
so right. Either quarterback winning is not a quarterback. Win-loss percentage either is or it isn't a quarterback statistic. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. If it wasn't for the New York Football Jets, the Arizona Cardinals would be in the top running for the biggest loser franchise of the past decade.
Wow.
Right? And so, right, their team just sucks. right? And it has sucked. And so, yeah, I would tell you, if you take out this current season and one other injury season, right? Just taking that out, he's averaged 3,500 yards passing a year. And if you left it in, he's averaging 3,300 yards passing a year. What do we, so, and again, he was on the Cardinals. What are we talking about? Right. And I'll go back to your point. If you think about, if we had not been, as a fan base, well, we don't want that guy. We're much better than that. Are we? Right. We poo-poo Daniel Jones. That guy, he's nowhere good enough for this team. We've got Justin Fields, who's averaging 100 yards a game. And by the way, 4 or 5 games, he's averaged less than 60 yards passing. And was he hurt all those games? Did he get injured in the first quarter? Was it the first half of the first? No, he played the whole game at 60 yards passing. So I would be willing to go back to what I'd be willing to pay. I would be willing to give up one of those first-round draft picks. 100% would. Right? That's the max, just to be clear. And it wouldn't be – I would, unlike some teams, I would clearly delineate what first-round draft pick it is. But I definitely would not let him become a UFA. Right? We need to stop FAing, right? Because we keep FOing.
Correct. Right. And to your point, right, that situation of like, oh, we could get him for veteran minimum, which again is incredibly alluring because for all the obvious reasons, but then you'd suddenly be competing with 30 other teams in the National Football League for his services. And, for the veteran minimum, it's no longer about money, where the Jets can sometimes win by bidding more than the other people. In this case, there's no point in bidding more because the Cardinals are going to eat that money. So then that is now level. We're all on the same playing field for money. So now it's every other factor that would, be in the conversation here. So,
and right. And then let's just be honest. And and when I say these things, I'm not trying to get anybody's goat here. But realize if you are Kyler Murray and the NFL is your oyster, and you get to pick where you go, he may not want to pick the Jets. Let's just be honest. He may not want to pick the Jets. He's like, shit, I just left the Cardinals. Yeah. But if you trade for him, right, he doesn't get the choice. You let it open to wide open, right? And frankly, the Jets just stop fucking around, right? If they can get him, he's a viable. Imagine this. Okay. Take yourself, close your eyes.
Okay.
Let me take you to a world of Fantasy Island. The Jets could become in 2 or 3 years the Green Bay Packers. And exactly what I mean is this. Where you are like, well, and I don't even know, I'll pick Johnny Unitas as the name of the rookie quarterback we draft.
Okay, sure.
So 3 years from now, you're like, shit, Kyler Murray's been throwing the ball around the yard. We turn it around. We've been to the playoffs. Now you're in a Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers scenario or an Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love scenario. Mm-hmm. How great would that be to be in that scenario for 3 years from now? Right? And I will tell you, if you watch Arizona and their coaching, and they've had some success and he's had some statistics, but if you translate Kyler Murray and you put him in the situation that Justin Fields started the season off, don't lose the game for us. Don't lose the game as opposed to the scenario that he's been living in, the real world he's been living in, voting off his island members is you got to win this game for us because we blow.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's a different world. And so you cannot in some teams, win-loss is a quarterback stat. My opinion, last year, winning-loss was a quarterback stat for Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. It was. That was an evaluation of his performance. I do not think this year, win-loss is 100% a Justin Fields on him as a quarterback position. It is not always the case. It wasn't like Mark Sanchez, right? Win-losses was not a Mark Sanchez stat. Whenever he played, I'm sorry to mention Mark Sanchez, may he rest in peace. Right. It was not a win-loss.
He's not dead, but
yeah. Oh, okay. It's not a win-loss stat for him, right? His career as a Jet, he didn't win or lose the games, right? He did exactly what he was told to do, and therefore the Jets won. Was it because of him? Unlikely, right? But he carried the water that he was supposed to. And I think Kyler Murray could do that for the Jets. Don't make it a quarterback stat to win or lose, and he could do it. Now, even when it's not a win-loss stat, like Justin Fields, it wasn't going to be for – like if he just did below average, if he was just below average, the Jets would have 2, 3, 4 more wins. If he was just below average, as opposed to, you got – average, above average, below average. Then you have sucks ass average. Like that's where Justin Fields is living. And right, if he was below average, win losses would not be a quarterback stat for him. So that's what I think about. I think Kyler Murray is 100% with all the money the Jets have and all the draft picks. He is a viable option to help the Jets. And he's either a Band-Aid or he's a you don't know.
By the way, what the hell? We have 300 people in the room. Stephen Fox says BG only likes Murray because they're the same size. Okay. All right. That seems unnecessary. BBA 731 says Murray is 4 inches taller than Boy Green. Eye emoji. What the hell? Indy Jet says maybe BG is Kyler just with the beard. I see. All righty. And then wait a second. There's one more from Alon. BG and Kyler are the same height. Exclamation point. Okay, people, this is just way too much here. I don't know where the hell all this hate is coming from for vertically challenged people, but
let's just be clear here. Height. Let's talk about height.
Sure, I guess.
Kyler Murray is the exact same height of one of my favorite NFL quarterbacks of all time.
Doug Flutie, baby.
Doug Flutie, right?
Nice.
Doug Flutie. And he was.
Hey, by the way, when's the last time you wore that jersey? I remember as a kid seeing your jerseys in your closet. Justin Fields wasn't crying on the floor in that one, and I got to see all the jerseys, and I remember seeing a few Fluties in there. You may have had a Chargers Flutie and definitely a Boston College Flutie.
Oh yeah, it was not that long ago I wore that jersey. That is.
Oh, okay, there you go.
The piece still is just on. That's when if you wear that jersey, you're walking around. Like people that should choke themselves. They consider themselves an NFL fan. Like, is that a Redskins jersey? Choke yourself, right? Doug, it even says Flutie on the back. Who's that?
Yeah.
He is, you want to talk about someone discriminated against. I put Doug Flutie in the same category as Warren Moon. I'm not saying.
I don't know about
I mean, having to go somewhere else, prove themselves.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm. I'm talking about not viewed as good enough. Had to go prove themselves. Like, if you look at Doug Flutie, he won 7 MVPs of the Canadian Football League, came in, made a couple Pro Bowls, right? Flutie Flakes in Buffalo.
I was just going to say, do you still have the Flutie Flakes hanging around?
Yeah, they didn't make it in one of the last moves, unfortunately. It's very sad.
Come on.
I did have a bad. Well, it's not like I wanted to get rid of it.
I know, but that's
awful. I was wondering, what happened, maybe in was it a Walking Dead? I would open up that bag and eat the Flutie Flakes, even though they were 30 years old. But the box got damaged and water soaked, and it was unfortunate. But love me some Doug Flutie. Anyways, height is not always the most important thing.
Definitely not. Well, a few things here. I see we have a super chat from Johnny Boy in here, so let's get to that, and then we'll also talk about our raffle for this month, which is terrific. Here we go, Johnny Boy. Wow. $2 super chat. Kyler Murray went on IR the same day COD, aka Call of Duty, came out. No, all the video game jokes and the contract adjustment that the Cardinals put in there for, hey, make sure on at least this much tape time. And, it seems like they did. I don't know if this part's true. This may just be folklore. Pop, Draft Day, one of the greatest movies of all time. You're aware of that movie. Okay. Well, how they have the story where they give the guy the playbook, and the back of the playbook is $100 bill. And then that's to make sure that they went through the playbook. And then they bring the guy in and say, hey, did you find anything in the playbook? No, I didn't. And then they would know that they blew it off. Apparently there's iPad watch time for the same thing. So some people say that Kyler Murray wasn't watching the hours you're supposed to. Again, I don't know if those are rumors or real or whatnot, but Johnny, the video game thing is whatever. Hey, Michael Vick, they used to talk about this in the pre-prison days, that he didn't prepare at all or watch tape. He just went out there and played, and obviously he was gifted enough to be able to do that. Kyler Murray's been able to do some pretty incredible things in the NFL despite his Call of Duty obsession. So, hey, credit there.
Yeah. So, right. He's immature, right? We do that all the time. You look at Malachi Corley, Kyler Murray. These are kids. Think about decisions, Johnny Boy, that you made, and we don't want to talk about them on national podcast radio. But think about if everything that stupid decision you made as a 20-year-old that everybody in the world was able to see. Thank God the internet wasn't even existing, right? They were still figuring out if it was even possible. The shit that I did when I was 20 years old, I could be jailed for today. Thank God there's no video evidence.
Well, thank God we got away from all that. So, Johnny Boy, appreciate it. You're $1 away, by the way, from a raffle ticket. Let's promote the raffle here, Pop. We got two wonderful things. This has been up for grabs the entire month. Again, we're gifting this away on December 1st, people. This is an autographed Marty Lyons jersey, an absolute college football and Jets legend. Okay, this is an autographed Alabama jersey. It says, to the Boy Green Coffee Club, Roll Tide, Marty Lyons, 93's jersey number. And stitched on the bottom of the jersey are all of his accomplishments for being for the Jets for 10 years, being a first-round pick, sack exchange, Walter Payton Man of the Year, College Football Hall of Fame, and Ring of Honor. And you guys will have a chance to win this jersey. All you have to do is spend $3 on the channel, and you will have a chance. We do giveaways every single month here on the channel. Shout out to the Marty Lyons Foundation. This jersey also comes with a certificate of authenticity. It is from the Marty Lyons Foundation. So if you want a chance to win this, all you have to do is spend $3 to get at least one raffle ticket. There's no limit to how many raffle tickets you can have. And I want to give a shout out to Carl. Here we go. Added to, and I'll go full screen so you guys can see this. On top of that autographed jersey that's up for grabs, this beautiful hat autographed by Marty Lyons. And there's a little note talking about the story of this hat and how they received it. So it's all the tags on it and everything. The Marty Lyons hat and the Marty Lyons jersey are both up for grabs, and they will be gifted away on December 1st. So again, I want to thank Carl for doing that. That was very nice to ship that up. So double Marty Lyons giveaway. Make sure you guys stuff the ballots. I think this is one of the coolest giveaways we've done ever on this channel. So I hope you guys can be a part of it here on the program. That is for dang sure. And I see we have another super chat coming in now. Hey now, look at this. Zariah Lineup.
Wow.
Hop on Pop wants to get involved in the raffle. Why wouldn't you? It's up to the wheel of the gods, baby, as you guys always see. And we put the wheel up at the end. So, Pop, you're trying to stuff the ballots here. Give Imamji and I that hat and jersey combo. That's going to be a terrific gift for somebody, I think.
That's a nice two-piece combo that'll look nice up here. We've got a lot of autographed memorabilia here at the Esden Zone North. And that'll be nice added to the collection.
For sure. So, yes, let's add all of that into the total. So we appreciate that with that $19.99 coming through. You guys, you and Imamji, I'll put you guys together, are now up to 13 raffle tickets so far this month, and you're $1 away from another one at some point before the end of the month. So I will update the scrolling ticker we have down below to represent you leaping back into our top 5 here, which is terrific. That puts you right behind your old favorite shipmate, DNY for life.
Shipmate.
There you go. Very nice here on the program. So again, if you guys want to get involved, that is the way to do so here on the program. And MFC will keep you in there at 6 on our top 5. You're there. You're our and one when we go to the cup. So very nice. And Pop made sure that he got that extra right here, right now with a super sticker.
Wow.
Right, that now ties you with your shipmate, both at 14. So I'll continue to update this banner here happening on the program, putting you inside the top 4. Very nice. So
I mean, a Jets legend, personally signed the Boy Green Coffee Club. I mean, that's one of a kind thing. That's
Yeah,
a wonderful guy. I don't even know what we're talking about. I don't know. We're really low on these raffles. It's like we're in the twilight zone here. I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah,
that's
I will
fine.
be honest. It's a holiday season, I guess. All kinds of things are happening. So get this for yourself or your neighbor. I thought the raffle tickets would be exploding for this because I was like, holy freaking crap. Marty Lyons, New York Sack Exchange, and now a hat's getting thrown in on top. So you get both items. That is absolutely terrific. I see we have another super chat coming in. This one's from Johnny Boy.
Wow.
Boo, Alabama. No Roll Tide. Pop's thoughts on Max B.
Isn't I thought Johnny Boy was a Alabama fan, right?
No, I think he's like in Virginia somewhere or something.
He's a Virginia fan.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Johnny Boy. We know you like Georgia State.
Yeah,
or Georgia Tech or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those iterations. What are your thoughts on Max B there, Pop?
Max B.
Yeah.
You got to help me out there.
I don't know who he's talking about either, but I just thought you knew with how he said it. So Max B. I'm not. Yeah. So let me know what that is, Johnny Boy. Or it's getting past me. It's getting past me. What you're trying to indicate there. We'll get back to you there. Boo! I will tell you that's it. The only terrible part about it is it says Roll Tide on it. So he's an Alabama guy, former first round pick. It's his school, so whatever. But yeah, that's the only bad part about all of this. So Johnny Boy, shout out to you, by the way. Now you're officially in our raffle contest. Hey, all you need is at least one raffle ticket. That's what I tell everybody here on the program. All right, another super chat coming in. I also see we have some memberships coming in. We'll get to those in a second.
Wow.
Easy. Thanks for the $2 super chat. I prefer a proven vet at quarterback than draft a rookie quarterback. Why not both? That's what I say. Now, you don't have to draft a quarterback.
Oh, he said, yeah, both. Yeah. We're in agreement. Then draft a rookie quarterback. So he's saying what we're saying.
Oh, okay. It sounded like I prefer a proven vet than drafting a rookie quarterback. I think he's comparing.
I prefer a proven vet at quarterback, then draft a rookie quarterback.
Okay. Well, then I guess we're on the same page if that's the interpretation. But I would say either way.
I mean, that's like that meme where it says, "I give up drinking until Thanksgiving," and then you put a period.
Yeah, right.
I give up. I'm drinking till Thanksgiving.
Yeah, see, right. It's all phrasing.
Punctuation matters
for sure. But I would say this, Easy. Not that you said this, but for other people, the Jets have ammunition. They have 2 first-round picks in this draft. They have 3 first-round picks in 2027. They could take a quarterback in the first round, but they don't have to. If they don't love one of these guys, I don't want them to just waste a pick. If they don't, then don't worry. The Jets have plenty of other roster holes they could choose to address with this kind of draft capital. But I would definitely take one at some point during the draft. You're going to tell me in back-to-back drafts, no one's worth it. We didn't take anyone last year. Don't want to take anyone there. Like literally no one at any point. No second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. Literally nothing. Like that would surprise me if the Jets reach that conclusion once again. So they should draft a rookie quarterback somewhere to take a shot, develop somebody and see what happens. And maybe that whoever guy you draft could be your long-term backup because Kyler Murray isn't going to be that. He's 28. He will turn 29 before the start of the 2026 season. So he still has plenty of time in this day and age, but he's not going to be like your long-term backup or anything. He's going to be your plug starter until, in theory, that rookie quarterback, whether it comes to 2026 or 2027, is eventually ready with some development. So, yeah, I'm totally fine. I think they should attempt to plug both of those there, Pop. I think they should.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we said.
Okay. Let me add this easy to your raffle total so far this month. Appreciate it. You now have 17 raffle tickets. Easy's been killing it this month. So thank you so much to our guy, Easy. And again, we'll be updating the banner here to make sure that represents you because it did not have you in here previously. So apologies for that, Easy. But you're now in sole possession of third place for our raffle so far. So thank you. I'll update the rest of the banner here momentarily. Let's get to some prizes here, Pop. We have some raffle tickets flowing from the high heavens. And let's go to our winner from the October raffle, Pop. It's Austrian Jet fan, and I sent that this week out to the lovely country of Austria. It is our number one Oshner Jet fan gifting a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. That is the best thing. You love to see it. For more gifted on the channel, we play a little bit of a video package. Here we go. There you go. And maybe this.
Who wanna fly with them?
All right, Pop, do you have who those 5 new members are?
I do. It's Lenny Malice,
Okay.
Sonny Miller, Fernando B, Shady Lane Homes LLC, and Brooklyn.
Okay, nice. There we go, baby. That is now 51 raffle tickets for our number one Austrian Jet fan this month. He's trying to win back-to-back. He's trying to go belly to belly. I can't blame him. That's would be a wonderful thing to do if he is able to pull it off. But again, it's all random. It's all up to the gods. The more raffle tickets you have, of course, the better your odds are. So, Austrian, salute to you, good sir. Appreciate it. Keep those super chats and memberships flowing, baby. Let's get those raffle tickets raining from the high heavens. We'll open up the phone lines in a little bit as well. Mahar Khalil, Mac Attack, the one that won our Hop on Pop Wounded Warrior prize, which we appreciate.
Absolutely.
And let's get a wow.
Wow.
Good morning, BG and Pop. What other teams are looking for a veteran bridge quarterback for next season? Essentially, who else would be competing against us in the Kyler Murray train? So, well, here you go. I'll pull up the NFL standings here, Pop, and we can walk through them. And we can talk about this openly. First off, like a random team, Indianapolis. I think they're either going to franchise tag Daniel Jones or keep it long term. So I would remove them from that pile.
I agree.
Okay. The Rams, I think they keep Matthew Stafford. I know they've been doing these weird contract things on a year-to-year basis. He's playing at an MVP level. I think they are someone that just keeps their guy, and they're not in the running there.
Yeah, I think they're, although in a year or two maybe, but right now I agree. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay, so we'll keep going through the NFC West. Seattle, they've got Sam Darnold. He's playing at an amazing level, so I don't think they do anything with him. If you disagree, I guess just start yelling at me, and then I'll stop. I'll stop the train. And there you go. The 49ers have the Purdy, Mac Jones thing, so they seem covered for now. Cardinals would be getting rid of Kyler Murray, so you could consider them, I guess, in the veteran bridge if they want to move on from Jacoby Brissett. Would you consider New Orleans in that category, Pop?
Well, they're like the New York Giants at the beginning of this year. I think they could be in the mix. Not definitively, but they're a potential.
Okay, Atlanta's out. They've got Michael Penix, so he's not a part of that chat. The Panthers have Bryce Young at this point. He's been hot and cold, so it's sort of hard to say. Would you consider them in the mix or no?
Yeah, I really wouldn't. I think this year's been better for him.
Right.
The Panthers didn't do him any favors when they got rid of McCaffrey, but they found a good 1-2 punch down there. Probably maybe one of the best 1-2 punches of running backs in the league, frankly. And people are like, what are you talking about? Just go look. If you don't know, you might want to find out. So I don't think so.
Okay, Buccaneers obviously have Baker Mayfield, so they're not in that running. Lions have Jared Goff. They're not in that running. Bears have Caleb Williams. They're not in that running. Packers have Jordan Love. They're not in that conversation. Vikings, J.J. McCarthy?
I put them with a smaller P than New Orleans, but I wouldn't exclude them.
Okay, NFC East, obviously Jalen Hurts off, Dak Prescott off, Jaden Daniels off, and then the Giants have Jackson Dart, so they're all out, correct?
That's right.
Okay, AFC West. So Denver has Bo Nix, although he's been a little rocky. Herbie wants to be a dentist, is there with the Chargers. Mahomes is there with the Chiefs. The Raiders are interesting, but they just gave Geno Smith $75 million.
Yeah, they're off. You wouldn't bring in – Kyler wouldn't go there. I don't see that happening.
Okay, we already mentioned Indianapolis. They're out. Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence. Texans have C.J. Stroud, and Titans have Cam Ward. They're all out.
That's right. I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. AFC North, obviously Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, those two are out there. Aaron Rodgers maybe comes back, maybe doesn't. So I guess Steelers are sort of in there, Pop.
Maybe. I think Aaron Rodgers can't help himself. He's going to come back, but
okay, and then the Browns.
Yeah, they're potential. They may be, of the teams we discussed, they may be at the front of the line.
And then we finish off with the final division we hadn't spoke about, AFC East. The Patriots have Drake May. He's great. Josh Allen is there in Buffalo. Miami with Tua, although they can't move on from him based on his contract, so they're sort of stuck.
Yeah, and are they going to? Would they do what I give credit to the Denver Broncos for doing, or would they, or would they do what the Browns, the Browns have done with their debacle? So it's a more interesting. So we went through that team. We came up with a couple, but it's more interesting. Who else is in the mix besides Kyler Murray? That not who you would pry out of a team's cold dead hands. But right, and there's a couple names out there that are going to be in a similar to Kyler Murray. You throw you like that, don't you? You like
Kirk
that.
Cousins, sure.
Kirk Cousins. And no, we don't like it, Kirk. Shut up. The highest paid reject quarterback in the history of the NFL ever. Flashes of brilliance followed up by waves of mediocrity. So there's another example like this. So there's only a couple teams, and those are the two names that jump off. I wouldn't count Carson Wentz as a name in that category anymore.
Right, and he's out for the
more
season.
Washed.
I know this isn't a this season thing anyway, but he just went out for the season, so he could be missing time next year too with whatever his injury was. So
he may be. There's no more rinse and repeat with Carson Wentz. He's just washed.
Yeah, that may be true. I appreciate washer and dryer jokes. I could get those now because I have a washer and dryer. So
yeah, tip of the cap.
Blessed be he. Thank you. These super chats are helping pay for it. That's on back order there. I pay for that thing. So thank you. All the super chats are welcome. Keep chipping away at that washer dryer. So we have it. But, it's sort of how the relationship works. By the way, Mahar Cleo now up to. Let me make sure I say an accurate number here. 35 raffle tickets so far.
Oh, hey now.
Second most in our raffle so far in the month of November. So shout out to Mahar Khalil. So there are a few teams that are competing against the Jets, but also to the point, it's not Kyler Murray or bust. There's going to be other veterans, to my father's point. They're going to be out there in the universe for the Jets to potentially consider. We have 400 people in the room, Pop. 100 of those are on YouTube. But as I hit the quick refresh button, here on the YouTube to try to see, how many likes do we have on this video right now that we're doing? I see 45. You had 100 people in the room, so 55 people are awkwardly watching here. It's sort of weird. They're not getting involved. Not getting involved.
Right. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to take that like button to Pound Town, baby.
Come on now. It's right there in front of you. So for the 55 plus people that have not liked this video so far, it's disrespectful and I don't like it. So please correct that immediately by hitting that gosh darn like button. So yes, folks, if you're just joining us, because I know we have people coming in and out, there is an article in the YouTube description down below. That's youtube.com/boygreen25. If you'd like to read more about this topic matter, I had a full conversation with Benjamin Allbright talking about this possibility and why he believes the Jets will be, in fact, one of the teams that are actually in the mix, talking about it, trading. Again, they won't be the only one, but they will be one of the teams that will be in the conversation for one Kyler Murray. Again, in both videos, we have the Kyler Murray section cut up in our video section. We also have the full Benjamin Allbright interview that is cut up as well. That is an 18-minute conversation and chock full of some interesting nuggets on the big Jets decisions to come. Not only is Benjamin an NFL insider extraordinaire, he also has covered the Denver Broncos for like the last 15 years. So he knows Darren Mucci. He says he has a relationship with Darren and talked about some of that in the past too. So sort of his quarterback process. We talked about that too, which I found fascinating because was Darren Mucci responsible for Bo Nix? Was he not? What does he look for in quarterbacks? I think that's a big question a lot of us Jet fans are pondering.
Yeah, and here's what it is. I think the soundest strategy is to have that bridge quarterback and draft one. And the Jets need to evaluate who that bridge quarterback would be. And so I really would bring that person that thought that Justin Fields was the answer into the back room and, give him an ass whooping. But anyways, they be decisive. There's money, there's draft picks, whatever you decide, be decisive. That's the key. And I think Kyler Murray is an option. And just for the record, the Jets are not going to the Super Bowl next year. Like, that's not going to happen.
Well, we can't
They've got some
completely rule that
building to
out.
do. I think it's possible, right? You look at the teams that have made trades or put themselves in the position the Jets are in now, and you're like in a 2-3 year. It's not that far away. They could be in the playoffs, but so you need somebody to carry the water to know that they will start 17 games next year for the Jets. The rookie just sits there like a sponge and absorbs it. You don't throw him out there like all the other waste quarterbacks
matter
we
what,
talked before that gets the shit pounded out of him. Like it's not even an option. I didn't even put that rookie quarterback. Maybe he's always QB3. He's not going to be the backup.
100%. 100%.
And right. And so recognize the expectations, right? Recognize where the path you're on and don't deviate from it. And if the path is Kyler Murray starts 17 games for the New York Jets and they end up about 500 next year, that's going to be that's an improvement. All right, now we draft and it's got to be, you can't go for the broke, right? That's what we did a few times with apparently Green Bay's washed up quarterbacks. We brought them out, they get us real excited and then just so. I think Kyler Murray is not a bad choice, recognizing the realistic expectations for the Jets for next year.
All right, let's go to the YouTube poll. I'm sure that's going to be lovely.
I have not looked. I will just tell you, right?
Okay.
I know it's going to be, this mentality that he's not good enough for the Jets. What does that even mean? Like, look at the Jets over the past 15 years. Okay. He's not good enough for us. Is that really? And so I'm sure it's like 3-1.
I was just about to ask you. Yeah, what's your prediction officially?
My prediction is 3-1 that the people do not want him. Just like it would have been 10-1 that they didn't want Daniel Jones.
Sure.
Right? So I think it's 3-1.
Here it is. Again, the question we put up on YouTube, you guys can continue to vote on it all day that you'd like. Do you want the Jets to acquire Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray this offseason? Again, that's regardless of acquisition. It could be trade. It could be free agency. It doesn't matter. Like, just what do you think of Kyler Murray, basically? And the fans have spoken, and it just disappeared. It is 80% no. 80% no. Which means 20% yes. So big fat 80% no. Jet fans are not interested. But again, I was initially with you guys. Again, that's what I said at the beginning of the show. I'm like, I don't think so. And then, I just dug into the numbers for the article that I put together. Stats, contract, all this stuff. I just started down, and I'm like, holy crap. Man, this guy has been, and not that I didn't know it, I guess it just reminded me, refreshed my memory of what he is and what we've been putting out at quarterback. Our quarterback, Justin Fields, is averaging 139.9 passing yards per game. That is last in the NFL, and that would be the lowest such total an NFL team has put out since 2022, when Justin Fields was donning things for the Chicago Bears. That's a true statistic. I'm not kidding. That is real. Shout out to Rich Demiti for that beautiful
By the way,
stat.
everybody needs to say, Woody, you were right. Woody, you were. He's been steadfast in his talent assessment of Justin Fields. So, Woody, I know you may not be in the chat or listening, but hopefully I'll be able to jump in on Tuesday's show. But you were right, Woody. Son, you were right.
All right, Pop, we've unpacked a lot here, and there's a lot more we could continue to debate among ourselves, but we're almost at an hour here, so we'll open it up to the fans here shortly. But as always, I give you opportunities to anything left in your notebook or things that you wanted to, things you wanted to scratch your back about on here. So what do we have? Anything else?
Yeah, I got two things. The first is we during the Jets game, and we're going to do it annually. We used to do it on Veterans Day, but we donated over $2,000 to the Wounded Warrior project from this team, as well as Cole walking away with a nice chunk of change in his pocket for his donation, the 50-50 Raffles. So we'll be doing that again. And so when I donated the money to the Wounded Warrior project, they sent me, and we will be sending these out.
Okay.
The top 3 people. They sent a very nice.
Now wait 1 second. Let me go full screen for you.
Very nice thank you acknowledgement for the donation. Says some nice words inside. We will be sending these out with a Boy Green and Hop on Pop autograph on the inside to the top 3 people that donated in recognition for your donations just another thank you. This is not a plug for more money. It's just a thank you for everyone for donating. And the top 3 people will get this commemorative card signed by Boy Green and myself. So thank you very much. And the top 3 were Mac for Life, NC Green, and the #1 Austrian Jets fan. So we'll get a cards sent out to you. And I just want to, again, we got to take care of those that have taken care of us. We just passed Veterans Day. So shout out to everybody for all the money and helping pay back to the people that keep us safe and allow us to be free.
And one more time. It's so cool, Pop, when we did this on the radio side of doing this at various locations at a VFW and other things of raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project. I wasn't sure what the response would be from people digitally, because we did some auction stuff online or in person, or in this new world where we did it post-COVID, because it's been difficult with the everything changing of the things we're doing before that we couldn't do anymore. So I wasn't sure what the response was going to be. So again, just a big thank you to everyone that decided to donate. The fact that we raised all that money for charity is super cool. And hey, now that as Pop announced, we're going to be doing it every year. That'll be a cool special thing that we can build around the tailgate every year, which is terrific.
So if those 3 people, I don't know if you have their address, if you don't have their address, please get your address for Boy Green. We'll get those sent out when Boy Green and I are together in a short amount of time.
Okay, so folks, I'm going to put up my email on the screen. So again, that was Mahar Khalil. That was #1 Austrian Jet fan and NC Green. I think I have some of your guys' information, I believe, but just in case I don't, I should have all of it, because Mahar and I just shipped something out to Austrian, and NC Green and Mahar Khalil were both at the tailgate. But just in case, if you guys want to follow up and email me, Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. That is Paul, the letter ESDENJR at gmail.com. And we'll follow up so we could get the wonderful stuff sent out to you. And I'm sure I'll include a special extra prize for all of you guys. So just as a major thank you for doing that. So again, guys, you guys can hit me up there or on any social media, of course. That is at BoyGreen25. Again, an amazing cause. And Pop, shout out to you. I deserve none of the credit. It is 100% you. You're the one that came up with this to do it here ahead of our tailgate. So that's amazing.
Well, again, thank you to everyone. And now it's time to move on to something completely different.
Completely different. Okay.
So if you ever go anywhere with Boy Green, he's kind of got like these pterodactyl arms or the alligator arms. Like when the check comes, he's very slow to reach out. Well, not this time, buddy. It is time for you to pay the piper. It is time for you to demonstrate your moronness to the crowd, to the people, to the universe. And that is a word, moronness. Look it up, moron. So anyways, you were dumb. You are the epitome of moronocracy. I just made up another word. You put the M in moron. Okay. You let Alon, right, trick you into the world's stupidest bet.
Okay.
And so I do not believe that you shearing your beard is sufficient to pay for your moronocracy.
Well, before we start making up even more words, the Jets can still beat the Ravens. They can still go into Baltimore and win. I know that's a little higher register, but I believe it. That could still happen, which would make the bet null and void.
Could you, the bet would be satisfied. Could you use the voice from that little kid from Angels in the Outfield? You remember what he said?
I don't.
He kept saying it throughout. He's like, it can happen. It can happen. Right. So, yes, the bet is not ended. But I want to prepare for the eventuality that the Jets will lose to the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
Right? They will lose.
All
and
right.
To pay it forward, to pay in advance, I am enforcing the fatherhood, no holds bar right of a father. Here's what's going to happen. Just shut up. When the Jets lose to the Ravens, it's not enough that you're going to have to shave your beard. Right now, right here, I'm laying it out. We'll be talking about it in 8 days. If we get 100 Boy Green memberships, we are going to do it live. The shaving of the beard live on a broadcast on the Boy Green Daily channel. Get 100 memberships. We're going to shear that bitch live.
Whoa.
You're going to be crying. It's
Wait
gonna
a second.
be,
What? Wait. Whoa. Okay.
No
Alon's-
option. No
Alon's-
option, moron. Time to pay the piper. You're going to shear that shit off live and broadcast it on your YouTube channel.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Alon's lawyers, I know he said he overlooked like some other bet alterations that may have happened here or didn't happen here. I didn't agree to nothing about live. I just said that it would be done. What the?
Difference.
A second. I didn't say anything about that.
Father's privilege. You will do it.
Wait, Alon, I see you in the chat here. You've got to you declined the EZ stuff in the past. That can't be. Wait, we're already getting memberships. Whoa. Wait a second here, Philly Noodles. Which thank you very much, but that's I don't know why these are coming in. Wait a second, I didn't say yes.
After the Jets lose, if we get 100 memberships before the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we're going to do it live.
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving. That's a lot of time. That's
like 2 days.
Wait. Oh, so you're saying these memberships right now don't count?
That's right.
Oh,
yeah. Easy. No. Anyways.
Wait, what the hell? Okay, first off, just to address this part real quick. Philly Noodles gifted a membership. Who did that go to?
Jet Fly Fee 407.
Okay.
Jet Lee
thank
Fee
you.
407.
That doesn't sound right at all, but I will take your word
Jet
for
Feely
it.
407.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, well, thank you for that, Philly Noodles. And then this is where, you bring up an idea and then someone yells this in the room and you're like, wait, what? EZ has another suggestion, YouTube super chat.
Wow.
Paul must wax his whole body.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the movie Joe Dirt?
I don't know if I want to know what that reminds you of, but go ahead.
Yeah, Joe Dirt, when he was in that hole. Is that easy leaning over? He puts the lotion on the body. Anyways.
It's safe to say that's going to be a firm no. And if the beard is any indication, there is hair all over this body.
Nobody wants to know.
So, for those reasons, Shark Tank style, I'm out. Thanks for the suggestion with the $2 super chat. But yeah, I'm going to be out for all of those reasons and many more. Yeah, that's going to be a firm no. Firm no on that one. Firm no.
That's right. But I will tell you that on the post-game show after the Jets lose to the Ravens, I will be on. And we will get this train rolling to 100 memberships to watch the shearing of the boy green sheep.
Yeah, we need to wait for Alon to call in 99 left. Wait a second. We need to wait for Alon to, you know what? Why don't we do this? Let's open up the phone lines. And if Alon is one of the people that calls in, he can react to this nonsense that just came out here on the show. That seems very bizarre. All right, let's play a quick half timeout and we'll regroup after this.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Boy Green, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Moron! Boy Green, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. Everyone, J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets. Boy Green, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily, Buzzing Daily. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go!
Shout out to the Hepster. Again, we'll be doing that tailgate every year. Hopefully, I'm not waxing my body every year. I've never done that, and quite frankly, I have no intentions to ever do so, but thank you for the unnecessary there. Excellent. Wow. There's a lot happening here. Let's go to the phone line. So Alon is not called in yet, so we'll have to wait for his official ruling, I suppose, on this matter. For now, let's go to the guy that started this membership train. Philly Noodles, what the hell is wrong with you?
Well, good morning to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, sure. Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning. It's time to wake up and smell the Shears, the Clippers, because you made the craziest bet I heard of when I was on Jake's show. I was just like, wait, what did somebody just say? Like I wasn't paying attention to the phone, and then I went, wait, what? They made a bet against the Jets winning 2 more games. I'm like, this is like
back to back. Yeah,
this is scary. Like you basically said, you know what? I want to get rid of this beard for a little bit. That's what you did. You basically said, let me change it up.
I don't know at all. I actually, if you ask my family, I never change. I prefer staying exactly as I am. I don't change anything in my life. I do the same things. I walk the same streets. I go to the same stores. I'm a very,
Pops, what do you think this was fueled by? You think Tatiana was like, hey, just shave it for a little bit?
Oh,
and he was like, you know what? I'll
tell you what. This was fueled by his morondom.
Oh,
right. This is the person that, every week he's like, now the Jets are going to go 9-8, 10-7.
It's still possible. That's possible. It could happen.
Well, first off,
quick, just to answer you, Philly, is that so my fiance heard about this bet. So she isn't here, and long story short, she's going to be gone for like 2 weeks total time, including some time that's already been gone. But she heard about this. She overheard it. She was walking by when it occurred on the show, and Alon said the thing, and she gave me a look like pissed, like livid.
Oh, yes.
She loves the beard. Like she's encouraged the beard's girth length and its growth. She's been all about that. So
I believe it. I believe it. When I met her, she had mentioned she wanted your son to end up looking like one of the Uso brothers.
Oh.
That's a beard. That's a look. So I'm like, there's no. Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, I'm being facetious. Like, without a doubt, she's going to kill you.
Yeah.
And this is Alan. Look at Alan. He's just a bad man no matter what. I love the dude, but he's a bad man no matter what. He's getting you to shave your beard, and you had to realize that was going to happen. It's the Jets in 2025.
I felt pretty good that they were going to turn this around. They had won 2 in a row.
Oh God. All right, so let me just get this point across before we go to other callers. Cliff, if they can tell me they can remove Cliff Clinsbury to come to the Jets as like QB whisperer with Murray, then I would be slightly on board. But you probably can't do that, so it's just a waste of time and money.
I'd imagine not, then.
Yeah, it's a waste. Go find other QBs. Me and Indy, I think we're chopping it up one day. Davis Mills, I would take him.
Come on, man.
I would take him. I would take him randomly for half a season or a season. I would take Jacoby Brissett if he shakes free out of there. I would take any, you know what I mean? I would take any like proven backup beside Tyrod who keeps getting his knee scoped and
why not get higher than that, right? Like, so again, Kyler Murray is one name. I don't think me or my father's saying that's the end all be all. He has to be the guy, but like he is not just a veteran backup. Like he's a guy who's been starting games of the league. He's a competent, legitimate guy. He's been to 2 Pro Bowls. Not that has to be the end all be all, but like he's been a guy that it's not MVP, but he's been very good. Like, what about those names? Why do we have to swim in the giraffe neck waters or Jacoby Brissett?
Well, who do you think? Guys? Who's shaking free next season? That's the question. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Joe Burrow, baby.
Oh man, you know what? I'll bet you right now.
No.
Oh God, I'll bet you right now. I'll bet you now because you're taking Pops. This is oh man. What? Oh God. You know what? You're headed down a dark path, my friend. We're all Jets friends, but don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Thank you for contributing memberships to this thing that I clearly have not agreed to in any way or fashion, but thank you. Yes.
All right, guys.
Again, until Alon has anything to say about this is totally just...
That's right. Hey, I just want to put a pin in this Kyler Murray thing for you.
Okay.
So in the past 25 years,
Okay.
The Jets
Sure.
have not had in 2 times in 25 years has any New York Jets quarterback exceeded Kyler Murray's average yards per season. 2 times in 25 years, just the average. And even like we like to remember the days of yesteryear. Brett Favre's bang up season where he threw as many touchdowns as interceptions. That was less than Kyler Murray's average.
Yeah, so it just goes to show you maybe we shouldn't be too high and mighty from that perspective. By the way, I see we got another membership being gifted, so appreciate that. Vinny Luciano joining us with a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. That's probably incredibly offensive, but nonetheless.
Team Curry.
Very nice. 3. There you go. Some curry action. Very nice. Or the food, or both. Thank you, Vinny. Appreciate that. That's raffle tickets toward our wonderful contest this month. Very much appreciated. So we've added that to the total. Wait a second here. I believe he has entered the room. Okay. Now let me just lay this all here just in case anyone somehow missed it. John called into the show, made a bet, and said basically if the Jets lose to the Ravens and Patriots, which we've already lost to the Patriots, I'm going to have to shave my beard. Now, thankfully, I was able to negotiate that it's not completely, baby bottom. Although I have to go, Jared B sent something in of what it would look like, apparently, if I didn't have my beard. It was very scary. So I'll see if I can get whatever that graphic is. Jared B sent that in some Jet thing. I don't know if it's on Discord or something. I'll have to see if I can get to that for him. But so it's not completely off, but it's to most of it gone. There will still be some hair on the face, and I was able to negotiate that in. But now the part that Alon would have had to pay up for, like 100 memberships, well, that part lit on fire because the Jets lost to the Patriots. So the thought of getting 100 memberships is terrific, but I didn't agree to shaving this live on air in some embarrassing fashion. I didn't sign up for this. So this guy's now in the room. So let's quickly just correct this because Alon just did this for other people who try to change bets after the fact. I already know what his answer is going to be. So terrific. Let's go right to him. Here he is, Alon in his Iowa glory. Alon, let's make quick work of this, huh?
I need to speak to the smarter Esden. So basically, I don't know who that is, but in this conversation, I think it's the one on the right. It's the Pops.
Oh boy.
So Pops, first of all, I never thought your son was dumb enough to take the bet, but he was. So that's a reflection on you, Pop.
It's not my finest moment for sure.
Not your finest moment. Again, this is one that I'd be embarrassed for. Pops, I love your relationship with your son. For me, in 9 days, it's coming off. As you said, there's no chance in hell they're beating the Ravens on Sunday. No way. As far as your take on doing it live on air, I believe Father knows best.
Oh, what the hell?
Here we go. Hey, now.
I do. Father knows best. Paul, it was a sucker bet, and unfortunately, you were the sucker.
Well, it just got worse. Okay, well, great. Okay,
Pops, I don't agree with many things Pop says, but with this one, I have to go with Dad. I do.
Great. Okay, wonderful. Well, then, Pop reiterated for all the folks in the audience of the new edition. I'm glad Alon's been able to adapt, right? He's throwing stuff out there. I don't know. Bill Aimley. Maybe. I was like, no.
I don't believe in them. They're not smart attorneys. You need to get a better attorney. You do.
That's clearly.
Dig Johnny Cochran from the grave. They're better. He's better than half these guys.
Okay, so there.
Not from the back of a comic book. Applying for a lawyer. So yes, on next Sunday, after a phenomenal father-son weekend where we go to watch Notre Dame, unfortunately, shellac Syracuse, and while we're flying back, and later on the Sunday night, I'll get on the post-game show and we'll announce the new race to shave the face. Race to shave the face. That'll happen starting next Sunday night. When we get 100 memberships, we will live cast the shearing of the Boy Green sheep.
Could we shave his face on a Monday? Because I will not be around Sunday, so I would like to be front and center watching this.
We will make sure that you are available. We will make sure that you get your part of the bet and that you'll be able to attend. We'll line it up. We'll announce the details next Sunday. But we will make sure that you are able to watch.
Well, I appreciate it, Pops.
Or the Jets go into Baltimore and take care of business. Possible.
Paul.
Maybe.
Paul.
Possibly.
Paul. Okay. I do have one point. Okay.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
So I currently live 15 minutes from the house where Kyler Murray built. I'm near Allen, Texas. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kid is small. Kid is fragile. Kid is completely immersed in the video game systems. He'd rather play Call of Duty 24/7 than concentrate on football. I wouldn't trade anybody for him. I do agree with what Pop said. If he gets cut free, I would entertain a Justin Fields type of contract, but I would not give him $30 million guaranteed. No. Give him maybe a 2-year, $30 million deal where you can get an out after year one and go from there. That's all I would do. I am not trading any assets for Kyler Murray. I surely am not trading any assets for Trevor Lawrence. I'm not I agree with what Philly says. Davis Mills has a 1-year, $7 million deal already set for 2026.
Mm-hmm.
They want a 6th for him. Sure. I wouldn't mind that. I'm all good with that. 1 year, $7 million as the bridge, that works. But I am not trading any premium assets for some 5'5" little bitch. No, thank you.
Okay, quick follow-up on that, because
Sure.
you've made your stance very clear. If he gets cut, which is very possible, because the teams could play chicken. So, okay, you believe he gets cut. That means he could do the veteran minimum on the next team. Would the Jets have any chance competing against the other 30 teams? So obviously, Arizona wouldn't be in it as 31, and then the Jets would be 32. So 30 teams that they'd be competing against. Would the Jets have any chance to be able to lure him to New York at veteran minimum? Because he would love to screw the Cardinals. He'd love to make them have to foot the bill so the new team wouldn't have to pay for anything.
I do disagree with a point that Pop made. The one team that I think would make sense for Kyler is Vegas.
Interesting.
Geno Smith has been so bad. He's been so bad.
Are they going to eat the $75 million?
No, I think he has, after this year, I think is an $18 million dead cap.
Okay.
After this
yeah, I haven't assessed his contract. I just saw the front-facing number. So in fairness,
he's been so bad that Pete Carroll, who, in my opinion, has no interest in a rookie quarterback whatsoever. He has such a short shelf life. He would rather get a veteran to come in. So I think Kyler Murray fits the bill. He's near the desert, a 1-year deal, prove it deal there. I think he would rather go there than come here. I do. No.
Yeah, and I haven't actually seen that much of the. I don't know how much of a crap show it is there. I'm about to see it Monday night. I've been out of the country for many of these games. I haven't been able to. Normally, I have a good take on all the teams. I have zero take on Vegas, other than their running back's pretty good.
And their tight ends.
But I would tell you that I think, in reflection, if it cost nothing for the Raiders, I don't think they would let Geno go. I really don't. I think they would keep him around. But if they could get him for a song,
right?
I think it is possible. I think it is possible that would be a landing spot. Again, not really seeing how the Raiders, other than the losing, how they've been doing live time. I haven't watched a lot of highlights.
That would be the true landing spot for Kyler Murray. I think he's from Texas. I don't see many teams willing to offer any draft picks. I think he's going to get cut.
Okay.
Again, his contract, if he gets dealt, is $35 million next year and $43 million in 26 with a dead cap of $7 million. If the Jets want to part ways, I don't think the Jets have interest in doing that. I think the Jets would rather see Murray get cut. And if he wants to sign a minimum with a 1-year out, I'd entertain that. I'm not a huge fan of Kyler Murray.
Okay.
I don't think you win with guys like that. There are not going to be many true options as a bridge contract type of quarterback. I mean, fit the bill. But again, I'm not trading any assets for any of these guys, any true assets. And I'm talking about assets in the 2nd to 4th round range. I have no interest. I would throw a 6th. We have multiple 6th or multiple 7s, and I would do that than anything else.
Okay. Well, Alon, I appreciate you joining us. I don't appreciate your newfound ability to welcome in new parts of bets.
But one more comment, Pop. Next time, Paul, I'm done with you. Pops, next time you gotta show give him some wisdom, because it was a bet that was made to be suckered into, and unfortunately, he got suckered into it.
Yeah. So we have parameters that he has accepted, that when he's going to make big decisions, normally we talk about him, and I give him advice, and he can do whatever he wants. I maybe need to rope in betting, when he's going to bet. I tried to do it with poker. I was never able to kind of guide him on how he should play poker. He's not very good. But yes, maybe we need to add betting for things he should seek immediate advice for.
Not one of his finest moments, Pop. Not one of his finest moments. And you know what? I blame you. I do.
Yeah, I take full responsibility.
I do. Absolutely.
Although I'd be laughing during the shearing, by the way.
Yeah. Cut it all off, okay? Have a good one, boys.
All right.
Well, I didn't think Alon was going to accept that, so that's sort of on me too. Fuck the pooch on that one. All right. Well, we have over 500 people in the room. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. 120 of those 500 are here on the YouTube, which we appreciate at youtube.com/boygreen25. You're just joining us on the conversation. We've opened up the phone lines. That's the pinned comment on youtube.com/boygreen25. If you'd like to catch up with the Kyler Murray stuff that is in the article down below, we'll take phone calls, and God knows where those will go. All right, let's go up here. This is a guy that wanted to talk to you, Pop, here on the show. It is Mikey Midnight, the brother, and you're on mute here, Pop. You're on mute here, Pop. But yes, the brother of Bobby Midnight. We got Mikey Midnight here. What's up, Mikey?
Good. My picture's upside down. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't
turn
know
your
what
phone
happened.
the other way. Turn your phone sideways.
Yeah, turn your phone.
This way. I don't know.
Flip it.
Take your phone and turn it the other way.
This way.
Like this.
Wait, I can't do it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, that's all right.
That's right. I did see you the other day, and I saw you come on. I like the nice hat you have on. I saw you come in the other day. I really appreciated that. I was born in Brattleboro, Vermont, by the way.
Yeah, I work at the hospital. Yeah.
I was born at that hospital.
Oh, you did? You probably know me there. I used to work in food service and housekeeper. I work in housekeeper now.
Oh, well, that's great. It looks like, are you doing better? You're not wearing the breathing thing.
I got out of the hospital yesterday.
Great. Awesome. Great, great to hear, Mikey.
I got to relax all weekend to get better so I can go back to work.
Okay, good. I hope you feel better.
The Jets go big 9-8.
Let's go, baby. Yeah.
And the Cowboys. My cousin likes the Cowboys like your dad.
Yeah, baby.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I think I know your relatives in Brattleboro. They probably know me. I shop at Price Chopper all the time.
Oh, wow.
I might have met him. And I think one of your relatives is a Jet fan, isn't he? One of your relatives?
I think the only diluted one is Boy Green. I'm not sure anybody else is. But yeah, my aunt used to work at that Price Chopper. May she rest in peace. So, she used to work at the Price Chopper in Brattleboro.
Yeah, she probably knew me too. It's always good to see you guys. I like
it's good to see you.
Father and son working together on Paul Green channel.
Yeah, that's right. So cool.
Did Bobby ever call in to your show, guys?
Yeah, he's called it a few times.
Oh, that's good, right? And so, if you come in Brattleboro, we should go up to 99 restaurant.
Oh, I love 99.
Oh, yeah,
that's one of my
is good.
favorites.
Free popcorn.
Yeah.
That's what Boy Green likes, the free popcorn.
That's
From
true.
99.
Yeah, me too. I like the popcorn and the waitresses.
Yeah, before he
well,
started growing the beard, after Red Sox win, he'd like to go in there because he get free food. When
Yeah,
he didn't
that's
have a
right.
beard, he still looked like he was 5. So
help kids eat free. Yeah, yeah.
kids eat free after
Yeah.
Red Sox win.
You think the Jets should go after Joe Burrow?
Yes, I do think the Jets should go after Joe Burrow. Yes, I
Yeah.
think that would solve all our quarterback problems.
Yeah.
Broadway
We don't
Joe
have to draft
rebirth.
anybody. We don't have to draft a young quarterback. We got a future quarterback as a Jet.
Yeah,
You know,
we got a
he's
million
built
first
in
round
New
picks.
York.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is like built in New York.
Yeah, 100%. He's a
He has a New
New York guy.
attitude. You think he has a New York attitude, the strive attitude? Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
best. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I
And
like
the
him.
Cowboys are a good team for you, Dad. I call them the car girls. The car girls, I call them.
What?
I call them the car girls.
That's funny.
You know why? I picked on cousin Jerry. That's why.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's always fun to pick on family.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
I think the Patriots go win that division. I hate the poop mafia. I hate the poop mafia.
Well,
Buffalo.
I mean,
That's like
well, never mind. I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but I hope that the Patriots don't win it either. But left with no other choice, I guess. There you
Like
go.
somebody's going to win the division. If it's not going to be the Jets, who? Now, there's a good question. There's a poll question for the coffee club.
Yeah.
If the Jets can't win the division, who would you rather see win it?
Miami.
No, I want Buffalo to lose. I want Buffalo to lose every game now.
Okay, there we go. Let's root for it, baby.
Yeah,
That's it,
I
Mikey.
think the Patriots go beat Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. I just have the funny feeling that's what happened.
You know, very similar to Atlanta Braves fan that if you say you just walk by them, you're like, I do it all the time in the supermarket. I'll be like, 28-3. And they start.
Oh, Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, Atlanta
not
Falcons,
Braves.
right.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons, 28-3. And then they immediately start crying. You walk by a Buffalo fan, you're like, 14 seconds.
Yeah.
13 seconds.
Yeah.
Or wide right would work too, Pop.
Yeah.
That would be another one. Yep.
You know what Bills stand for too? But
What's that?
I love losing Super Bowls.
I love that, Mikey. That's good.
Yeah, because they never won a Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl 4 times and they got crushed.
Yep.
Would you rather go 0 for 4 or 1 for 1? That's what you're going to ask yourself.
Batting 1,000, baby.
Yeah, the Jets are 1-1.
Yeah, they never lose Super Bowls, Mikey. Remember this and tell your friends. Okay, the Jets have never lost a Super Bowl. Every time they go, they win. Yep.
You know what the Jets' new name will be?
What's that?
Jets enter the Super Bowl.
I like that.
Jets enter the Super Bowl. There you go.
That's a good one. That's a good one,
With
Mikey.
Joe Burrow next year. Woo.
Well, breaking news right here.
Yeah.
Joey
Aaron Glenn, pick up the phone and call Cincinnati. I'm there.
Well, it could be a Joe thing. Joe Namath, Joe Burrow.
There's a lot of Joe Mama. Yeah, I like the Joe.
Mama. Yeah.
You saw Woody Johnson at the game on Thursday night?
I did, yeah.
I was surprised he was at the game. I think he was spying at Aaron. Justin Fields that gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Justin Fields, but I think he should be a wide receiver because he could run the ball.
Oh yeah, maybe we could do that instead. That'd be nice.
And then put Tyler Taylor in, and he could throw it to him. Touchdown. Because Garrett Wilson's not there. He's hurt for 4 weeks.
Oh, that would be really cool, Mikey.
In a row.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go hang out together sometime.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
well, Mikey, we'll let you know when we're in Brattleboro, and we'll make that happen.
Yeah, and I live in Guilford, Vermont. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We know where Guilford is.
I live right across the street from the fire station.
Yeah. Oh, okay, great. We'll reach out to you. Thanks for calling in, Mikey.
Okay, we love you guys. Jets, right?
Amen.
Hey, now.
That's it, Mikey. Way to go. Love it. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. You got Hepster.
Hey,
Hey, Hep. Whoa. Funny seeing you here.
Yeah, I was just really glad to see Mikey get. Feels like we're having like a kind of like a peace kind of treaty between you and Bobby. It's just
Yeah,
like
it's very nice. I love Mikey. Yeah, wow. He sounds just like Bobby, but right. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, they're both great, but I think Mikey's the nicer one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
By a wide margin, wide right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace out. I just wanted to
All
check
right,
in.
appreciate it. Thanks, Hep. I appreciate that. All right, let me get this. I'm getting sick. All right, let's put that down. Okay, beautiful. I'm glad we're able to adapt there for Mikey, which is beautiful. So awesome. Mikey's good people. So yeah, Pop, I didn't know if you saw that, but he wanted to chat with you. So
I did
super
see.
cool.
Was it yesterday?
I don't know. All the days sort of blur together now, but it was one of these days.
You're telling me I started traveling like 2 days ago. Got home last night, so I got a little confused. I did see that when he came on the first time. He had a little oxygen.
Yeah, because he was battling pneumonia. So good. I'm glad that Mikey's feeling better. So shout out to you, Mikey, and thank you for the love and support, man. That's super cool. So great to have you on the show. That was terrific. That was terrific. All right, we have a lot of phone calls, so let's keep the train rolling here. Up next is Mr. Famous Fulton.
Morning,
Mr.
Paul.
Famous?
Morning, gentlemen.
How you doing, pal? How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Excellent. Yeah.
So I just went to the knee doctor yesterday.
And good results?
Well, I have physical therapy on the 5th at 2:00 with Andy.
all right.
So he said, the doctor said it was like a tense or something.
Okay.
So it's one of those. So
are you going to make it?
I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it, Paul.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good.
I kind of hear an echo in the background.
Oh, you are?
Yep,
I'm not
I
hearing
hear
any
it.
echo. Oh, I'm sorry, pal.
Yep, sorry.
Okay, there you go. Oh, there we go. I don't hear it anymore. Yeah, go ahead.
Good. So anyways, so they want me to do some exercise every time with him.
Sure.
But I think it might be hopefully it'll help my knee feel better and everything. But
well, I hope so too, pal. That's great.
It's just that kind of reason. But this week I got a busy week for the musical coming up pretty soon.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep. So
are you ready?
Yeah. So we have so we have to go to the church on Monday from 6 to 10.
Okay.
And then we have to go to the church on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then move in and then go to the church so we can rehearsal. So yeah, it's gonna be a big night for me and a big week. And playing basketball this year, so yeah.
Okay, perfect. Are you ready for the singing competition?
I sure am.
Okay. Do you want to give us a slice of it right now here, Mr. Famous?
I don't know. Let me try it. I can try my acting if you want.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go. Yeah, whatever you want to give it. Sure.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Anything wrong? Oh, why, it's the Lockwood. How are you, Mr. Lockwood? Out for a stroll? Anything I could do for you? And you, young lady? You sure a lucky lady. Good night, Mr. Lockwood.
Excellent. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Are you used to those, Mr. Famous?
Yeah. Hopefully I'll send you guys a video. I'll talk to her about the process for the video and let you know.
Thanks, pal. There
And go Jets.
There he goes. He gave it to us.
I really appreciate how he gets absorbed in the character. Like I really saw him as the doorman.
Yeah, I did too, and it's good to seeing him get into character. Again, I could only wish to have half that kind of talent. So salute to you, Mr. Famous Fulton. Great to have you here on the program. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We got a few people waiting here. Up next, he's been waiting patiently. James is back, baby. What's up, James?
BG, what's up? Hops, what's going on? How you guys doing? Good?
Yeah, good, man.
So BG, I can hear you. I cannot hear your father, and I can't hear the caller. So I don't know what anyone said this whole time. But
Well, that's
couple
okay.
things.
I was the
Yeah.
most important person. So,
So
Right.
yeah, so a couple things I need to hit on here. So
Okay.
what happened with what changed with the bet? Because I didn't hear it.
Oh yeah. So my pop said, "Hey, I heard about this bet because you're such a moron. If the Jets, he says the Jets are going to lose, but if the Jets lose to the Ravens, he says instead of just shaving it on my own and then just showing up with less beard, hey, we do it live. That you shave it live on a show." If we get 100 memberships gifted, and it seems like people are very much in favor of doing that, so appreciate all the love for the fans, supposedly quote unquote love for the fans who'd be willing to do that. So we'll see. So if the Jets lose to the Ravens, we're going to open it up. Basically, people can start donating those memberships, and if we get the 100 memberships before that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we'll shave it live. Apparently, so that's a new thing to the bet. Apparently.
Misery loves company, so that people want to see it. So give them what they want, BJ. Give them what they want. If, big if. All right.
If.
So,
yeah.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I think since 2015 we've had 10 or 11 different starting quarterbacks.
Unbelievable.
I think it's I can't name Fitzpatrick, Geno, Sam, Bryce Petty, Joe Flacco.
Yep.
We've had
that's
five,
Tim,
right?
Yeah,
Zach
and
Wilson.
we've had more. Zach Wilson. We've had Tim Boyle.
Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian. We've had Luke Falk. We've had David Fales. Let's just see. Mike White obviously is in that group.
Right.
We've had who is it this season? Tyrod
Justin
Taylor.
Fields. Tyrod Taylor.
Fields. I mean, Jesus, good Lord. I mean,
all right, yeah. So it's absolutely insane. So for anybody to call in and complain about someone that can actually give us some decent quarterback play, we haven't seen a fucking modicum of good quarterback play in 10 years, legitimately 10 years, and we didn't even make the playoffs that year. So depends on what if he leaves and they're willing to eat that money, which I don't know if they're going to do that. And why would he want to come here? You know what I mean? That's the thing. If we're going to get him, I don't want any picks being sacrificed, especially not first round picks. But if it's the right deal, the right price, the right picks, whatever they may be, absolutely for a two-year contract, stopgap. And if you draft your QB in 26, plenty of time. If you draft him in 27, still you have that extra year, and maybe he actually plays like Kyler Murray first did when he came into the league, and he took the league by storm.
Yeah.
So you never know. You could hit lightning in a bottle with that. One more thing. God bless all the veterans. My father was an airborne ranger in Vietnam. God rest his soul. God bless all the veterans, and it's great what you guys do with that. So I appreciate that. That's all I got, boys. Have a good day.
Appreciate it, James. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for being vulnerable to share your story about your father. That's amazing. And yes, again, very important. Dad was in the Navy for 20 years. My brother was in the Marines. My uncle in the Army. Just military throughout my entire life. So I'm wearing the Support the Troops gear right now. I've got plenty of it to wear, and I wear it very proudly. So USA, and I don't have the chance to do this silly jet show if we don't have the freedoms for the men and women that have fought for this country. So I am always grateful for their support. And thank you again to the fans that raise so much money for charity. I appreciate that. Pop, we have a lot more callers, but I know that you're running short on time. You're also on mute again. So just a heads up, whenever you're about to respond.
Yeah, I think we're getting some echoes, so that I went on mute.
Okay. So yes, like I said, I'll keep answering all these phone calls coming up, but I know that you're running short on time. A certain bacon light may be on in your general.
It smells quite nice. I'm sorry this isn't smell-o-vision, but
I'd really appreciate that. The smell of bacon is a wonderful Febreze scent that they should consider if they haven't considered it already. So yes. Well, Pop, I want to thank you for joining us on the show again. I'll continue to take callers. We have 7 or 8 more callers, so I will get to all you guys, I promise, here on a Saturday edition of the program here. And I don't appreciate you adding stuff to the bet at all. So I'm not going to say thank you for that. But if the Jets are to lose, and again, it's not this Sunday, of course, folks, because Jets are playing on Thursday Night Football. It's the following Sunday. If the Jets lose to the Ravens, after they lose, we will open up the window of opportunity And for that beard shaving apparently to be live, we have to receive 100 memberships in between their loss and Wednesday, and we'll have obviously several shows in between. So that's the rules. We'll see if anyone steps up to the plate. Hopefully you don't, to be honest. And then that won't have to happen in that way. So that'd be great.
Yeah, and there's no game in the next week. However, Friday and Saturday, and potentially a special package on Sunday morning. It'll be the Hop on Pop Takeover live from South Bend, baby.
Yes, we'll be together. So those Boy Green Daily shows will be recorded together. So I'm very much looking forward to that, Pop, and spending some quality time. So that will be a real treat. Thank you for joining us here on the program, Pop, and we'll reconnect here shortly.
Have a great day, Coffee Club.
There he is. Now let's go back to the phone lines here. Up next, Ted, NY Jets FL, joins us. What's up, Ted?
Oh, good morning. I was wanted to ask your dad, since we're shopping in the Cowboys. We do a lot of business with the Cowboys, and we were correct. We were correct about trading one of the big three. Mm-hmm. We were correct about Quentin Williams to the Cowboys. I wonder at some point, are they going to move off of Dak? Since they haven't won anything, and he's in his 30s. I know he's not spectacular, but when he was at his best, he had that. What was that Ohio State running back he had for a while?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay, so if he has a good line and he could be a solid. He could be, believe it or not, a solid bridge. More than a bridge, he could be very capable. One, still at his age, in the right scenario, and if we could beef our defense up a little. That defense in Dallas is atrocious. So start with that. I hate to disappoint some of the other people that want a quarterback next year, but I watched a little bit of draft coverage from Dane Brugler.
I love that guy. Yeah.
He said that next year is way stronger, and the depth is good this year, but the talent is probably not in the high level in certain positions. And I think he said basically quarterback was amongst those that are in the highest, rankings. So I'll say this: it would be wild if we did what the Rams did and drafted 2 defensive tackles, because we definitely need to replace Michael Clemens and get some run stoppers and some heavy hitters in there to get to maximize your pass rushing.
That worked great. Braden Fisk and Jared Verse to go boom. And oh my God. Yep. Yeah. Shout out to Ricky, New York, wherever you may be at this moment in time. Prayers up. That was a wildly effective strategy. So I'd love if that opportunity presents itself with that kind of talent. That'd be spectacular.
On a trade down, of course. Hey, Paul,
sure. Right.
Not to add any more pain to your psyche,
yes.
But how many more I put this in the chat, but how many more memberships would it take to get you to do it in a diaper?
Jesus Christ. Boy, that would be an unspeakable amount of memberships.
If you're going to lose a bet, you might as well make it good. Since you quit gambling. True. Yeah, you quit gambling. So we might as well make it somewhat humiliating. So, okay. So I just figured I'd throw that out, but Paul, your show is amazing. Mr. Fabulous Fulton with his updates about his life. He didn't mention Mendoza, but I'm sure we know about Mendoza already because he's from Indiana.
Yep.
Mikey Midnight with his spectacular Brattleboro update. I'm glad he's out of the hospital. He's a great guy. So that's all I got, Paul. It'd be weird tomorrow to sit there and not have to punish ourselves again. On a Sunday, we could actually watch real football, maybe on the Red Zone, and just take a breather. But that's all I got.
I appreciate it.
How we doing, Paul?
Thanks, buddy, and thank you for the kind words on the show. I love the community. Our community is awesome. I can't wait to meet more of you. I know more of you are going to come to the tailgate for next year and years after that. It'll be cool to build relationships with all you guys, even more so in person. So it's cool. We got, again, I can't say it enough. We have an awesome community. Now, again, first off, who wants to see, outside apparently Easy that wants me to shave and wax my entire body? I'm not sure who would want to see me in a diaper, but again, that would be the memberships would have to be so many that I'm like, oh, wow. it is undeniable. So if anyone has that kind of scratch, let me know. If not, then no, I will be fully clothed, you freaks. Jesus, what is wrong with you people? The simple bet wasn't enough. His beard, his entire brand, everything he's about. You may have to shave a little bit of it off. Yeah, now we want to watch while it happens. Oh, you want to know what? We want you to wear this. You people are sick. Jesus. Good Lord, isn't the Jets losing not enough for you? They may miss the playoffs for the 15th year in a row, the longest such drought in franchise history. So Jet fans are like, oh, back in my day, we had this. No, it wasn't. Literally not. This current playoff drought the Jets are on is the longest playoff drought in the history of this godforsaken franchise. Literally longest. So no old person can call up this brother and go, oh, it was worse, much worse back in 1934. No, it wasn't. It's never been worse than it is right now. But apparently that's not enough. Everyone wants more. All over the damn place. Jeez. You make me sick. Anywho, as I'm crying tears here. Wow. Okay, that was emotional. All right, anywho, let's go next year on the program. We have Uncle Andy.
You got me in tears, man.
Whew, apparently myself as well, since I'm feeling my face.
My God.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we can, add to the bet of, maybe T needs to be the one to do the shaving for you.
Sure. She'll be with me at Thanksgiving time. So me and my dad are going to be together for this Notre Dame game coming up next week. After that Notre Dame game, I'm here for like 24 hours, maybe to see the Jets-Ravens game, then immediately jumping in the car to go pick them up from New Hampshire and then go to my parents' house for this bet. So yeah, she will be there in person. So it could
absolutely
happen. Yeah.
But so you guys, I think it's awesome. You guys are going to go watch Notre Dame play. God. That's from that's my area up there.
Yeah.
So I've been to numerous Notre Dame games, and I was trying to get on when Pops was here. I've got a couple of suggestions of places for you to go hit.
Oh, please! So we definitely need these. Yes.
So you have to go to the Linebacker Lounge.
Okay.
And then O'Rourke's. It's an Irish pub there. Fantastic people there. You'll have a good time. Those are all two good places to go visit while you're in South Bend.
Great. I've never been.
But there's so many.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is just loaded with Irish pubs everywhere. And one thing about Notre Dame, and I've been to the Big House and partied up there because I'm I went to school in Purdue and so I've gone down there. Notre Dame tailgate is unlike any other college tailgate that I've been to.
Wow. All right.
And so it's comparable to any NFL tailgate you'll ever experience.
Wow, really? Okay.
The Notre Dame and the nostalgia when you get to walk on Notre Dame campus for the first time and see that gold. You will. It is just mesmerizing, and it'll leave you speechless for the first minute or two. There is an aura about that campus that is unlike any other campus. I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge Notre Dame fan. I'm not an anti-Notre Dame fan by any means, but that campus is just phenomenal. The people up there are insane. And so when you get up there, like I said, it'll feel like an NFL game, or an NFL tailgate, or even more crazy because you've got more college kids that are just absolutely out of their damn minds.
Well, I can't wait because, like I said, that's 2023 now. So my dad being this diehard Dallas Cowboys fan and being able to see him in the stadium to watch a game against the Jets, and then they were playing the national anthem, the flags were out, they did something special for the troops before the game, and it's an overwhelming atmosphere. I'm looking at my dad, he's tearing up, I'm tearing up, like, holy crap, we're freaking here. This is what you talked to me about when I was a kid, and it's going to mean even more because I'm not a Cowboys fan. It's going to mean even more for the Notre Dame thing because, like, he raised me as his Notre Dame fan, and we were together
Yep.
and watched Rudy and football games and Jimmy Clausen's and all these different, Kyle Rudolphs and Golden Tates and all these players from yesteryear of all these Notre Dame players that have come through. To be there, it's going to feel like a movie. I'm going to be like, oh my God, Dad, we are here right now at South Bend for touchdown Jesus and the game. I can't even take myself to that place right now. We'll have to try to take a bunch of videos and stuff to remember it forever. But that's going to be insane. I can't even wrap my brain around it right now.
Yeah, and like I said, the aura of that campus and the history that's there and everything, you will. It might top any Jets game you've ever been to.
Really? Okay.
As far as experience goes.
Right.
I mean, it's even if you're not a Notre Dame fan, I think that it's like certain places you have to go visit. Even if you're not a Cubs fan, you've got to go to Wrigley Field sometime.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, the campus, the experience there is like that. It's one of those where you just need to go visit one time. And it is a phenomenal time. The city itself is great for when a football game's on. It's kind of like this city just shuts down. It's all about that. So you will, I hope you and Pops enjoy yourself. But check out the Linebacker Lounge in O'Rourke's. Those are two of my favorite places that I've gone there. But there's a bunch of places that you guys will be there for a couple of days, right?
Yeah, so I fly into. We're staying. Make sure I get this straight. So Thursday night, we're going to Detroit and then driving over because that worked better with hotels or prices or whatever we're doing. And
right.
So yeah, we're going to be there from late Thursday night through Sunday morning when I leave to fly back. So yeah, so we'll be there for a few days to sort of enjoy things while we're down there. So yeah, those are on my list. And by the way, if anyone else has Notre Dame hits and pits and things we should be doing, let me know. Because like I said, I've never been there in my life, so that's going to be pretty cool.
And and next time you do that, check your prices to fly into O'Hare. Into Chicago, because there's a train that goes back and forth from Chicago to South Bend, and you can just get on the train, take the train right into South Bend, and then right back into Chicago when you're done,
cool.
or stay at South Bend. Yeah, I don't believe there's one that goes from Detroit, but that's only like about a 3-hour drive, something like that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, anyway, I won't see Pops until he comes back on. But you guys have a fantastic time. I know that I can't wait to hear Sunday morning when you guys get back on of the stories that like I said, it'll be you'll be speechless for the first minute or two, just walking around just with your eyes wide open. So enjoy your guys' time. Some good father-son time. Luckily, you'll still have the beard.
I will,
because it's a little chilly up there in South Bend right now. So you'll be walking around and keep that face warm. So, but cherish that moment too, because it's probably going to go away. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I would disagree. I would agree with you. Nobody wants to see you in a diaper.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to side with that.
By the way, I take no offense to that. I'd assume most people don't. Which
right.
So there you have it.
So we're gonna vote no on that one. Let's not amend this bet. Let's not amend this bet any more than. Yeah, then the shaving of the live. I have to agree with Pops though. That was I was going to suggest that to Alan. And it's funny because Alan wasn't on before before we got his approval to do so.
Right.
And I actually sent him a text message and I said, "Hey, you got to get on the BG show and approve this
there you go.
modification."
So smart. Okay, Andy, so you're all to blame. Thanks. Great.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm to blame, but I just say that I have to agree with Pops on this one. So yeah, the live version of this, A+ to suggesting and good job, Pops, for coming up with like 4 new words today.
There you go. That was a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to check the spelling on them though.
That's true. So do I, and so does the Guinness Book of World Records, Merriam-Webster. All those you need to sort of do a discount double check
Exactly.
of that. Yep,
But anyway, we'll catch you tomorrow. It's always a great show, BG. Enjoy it. And
Thanks, man.
enjoy your time, man.
Appreciate it. There he is, Indy, giving us some suggestions again. Me and my pop. Every year, I know it's not Father's Day, but every year around Father's Day, we talk about the things we'll do for the year. And for the first time ever, I did something for him. You guys may remember that very special Father's Day show talking about the trip that I planned to get. It wasn't on Father's Day. It may have actually been that weekend, actually, of Bret Michaels and taking him to that concert, which was super cool. So I got to do one for him for the first time ever as an adult, which was cool. And now we're going to do this Notre Dame thing because he always has to one-up me, that bastard. So that'll be pretty cool too. So I can't wait. That'll be next week. Again, I fly out Thursday night and then I leave Sunday morning and then I get right back into town, like right before kickoff, like an hour-ish before kickoff. So we'll see how that works for the watch party and Boy Green Daily and all the normal shows that we do for that. But we'll figure it all out. We'll definitely figure it all out. Thank you to the 500 plus people that are in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. Let's go back to the phone lines. We have Carlos DeBarber here on the show. Whoa, what's up, Carlos? What the hell? Nice. Good technique here. Oh, no. Wait. What are you here for? No, wait, no. I'm not ready. Wait. No. It's a good technique, but no. Wait. Oh, God.
I want you to listen to the noise of your future.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
So, question. Papa Jet
Yeah.
swindled you into accepting a bet?
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is Papa Jet or was Papa Jet part of the negotiations for Justin Fields swindling us out of $30 million?
I wish I could blame him for that because, yikes.
I just wanted first time caller, man. I watch you from time to time in the morning. Just wanted to come mess with you. Since I caught it right on time with the whole shaving thing, I said, this is perfect. Let me call in and mess with Boy Green a little bit. But God bless everybody, and thank you for all you guys do in the Jets community.
Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. That is hilarious. Shout out to Carlos DeBarber. I know where I got to get my cut next from my guy, Carlos. Appreciate you supporting the show. And again, we say this all the time. I come from a radio background, and it's his first time calling into the show. The people that call into the show, the Indies and Meezies and James and everybody, Alon, everyone, the people that call into the show, while it seems like a lot, like today was like, I don't know, 12 callers or something, maybe more or less, I'm not sure. That is the 1% of the audience. And the only reason I bring that up is that there is another 99%, right? I've got, what is it, 8,000 something subscribers, which, by the way, I appreciate and I'm very humbled by. So shout out. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. It's youtube.com/BoyGreatG5. We're trying to make a chase to 10,000 subscribers. Right? There's 8,000 plus people that think enough of the content that they're subscribed. So every time a video gets posted, they get notified in some form or fashion. But I don't have 8,000 callers, right? There's a lot of people that just silently watch in the background, enjoy it, hate watch. I don't even know, whatever it is. And you get reminded every once in a while when someone calls that's not the normal caller, they're just listening to the show. And that goes back to when I first started the show 5 years ago in September, that like I could see how many people were watching because I did some live shows and it said like 3 people or something. It goes to show you that like you have no idea the impact the show has or who's watching, when they're watching, anything of that nature. So like I said, I try to deliver the same show, whether there's 1,000 people watching or 1 people watching. For anyone out there that's hoping to do a podcast, first off, do it. You absolutely should do it. And you just have to deliver the same product, whether it's 1,000 people, 1. You never know when it's someone's first time watching you on the show or what have you. You never know. So that's pretty cool. So I appreciate that. Dave Briga, some comments here before we get back to the phone lines. Paul, once in a while you need a good shave. It won't be all that bad. I don't know, man. It's a winter season. I need my fur coat. It keeps me warm. So I'm not really in the mood for that. Yeah. Hope not. I can't believe. Yeah, Philly News going, damn, first time caller with Clippers. That was wow. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh look, it's Carlos. I'm like, oh no. That's why Carlos called. That's why he called. Yep. And then it hit me. Again, if the Jets beat the Ravens, none of this necessary. All for naught. If the Jets go into Baltimore, beat the Ravens, where currently they're a 15-point underdog. The line opened at 10. It jumped to 15. Nothing has happened yet outside of the Jets losing. Jesus. Good Lord. The disrespect for the Jets. So, Aaron, Glenn, get your guys ready, please. Please. By the way, we've got 600 people in the room now. Like the video, hit subscribe. If you guys are tuning in, what's this Kyler Murray story all about? Again, YouTube description down below has the full story and all the links to interviews and things you can watch if that's what you guys came here for. All right. Let's go back to the phone lines. MJ.
BG, how are you doing, man? It's been a while, bud.
Yeah, it's been too damn long, MJ. It's good to have you back on the show. What's up, man?
Man, I was so hoping to talk to you and your dad. Y'all are my two most favorite people on YouTube.
Thanks,
Tell me
man.
this: why you should have so many more subscribers, man? You have the most amazing show. I can see where you get your humor from your dad and your beard. Do not shave that beard. Your beard is awesome. His beard is awesome. See,
Yeah, thank
all
you.
the stuff you got from your father.
That's true.
But I'm a Jets fan and a Cowboys fan, and I'm telling you that game. People aren't talking about, okay, you're playing a Patriots team 8-2. Now I don't think they're as good as their record indicates, but you're playing them, and Garrett Wilson isn't playing, and you've traded your two best defenders, and you're going toe to toe. I mean, it wasn't a blowout, and if it wasn't for that stupid fumble, and some key drops.
Right.
It would have been a different game. And you got a quarterback who, barely throws over 100 yards. So you tell me you get a different quarterback for that team? Oh my God. I think that Aaron Glenn has got something going, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm seeing it, man. I mean, I don't know how it is, but look at how they play on the field. Now their defense, I tell you, man, that zone defense looked like the Cowboys defense, which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
When they played zone, I mean, it was like fucking wide open Grand Canyon. I mean, and it just, I'll tell you something else is that that Cowboy game, the Jets and Cowboy game,
yes,
that was a close game. If it wasn't for the key fumble when Maris Leopold stripped the ball from Breece Hall.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a different game. 100%. I mean, people are saying that the Jets are the butt jokes of the NFL, but my God, man, they are playing. They're not getting blown out. They're looking better. If they just had some, I mean, look at the talent they have. No one can say that they don't have really good coaching. I mean, I know that you look at stats and all that, and Fields isn't the best player, but even that guy that you had on there the other day that looks like Woody Allen. I mean, that guy. I mean, he does. I mean, he's like a spitting image of this guy.
Funny, I never thought about that. That's funny.
He has some real salient points though about Fields, and he can run, and I mean, look what they did to this really good defense on the first drive. So I think there's a lot of positivity. And now you give this regime this many number one picks and all these picks, and the picks they're getting from Dallas and the picks they're getting for Sauce Gardner. I mean, I tell you, man, I mean, obviously it's not going to happen this year, but dude, next year they get a quarterback. You look at this team, man. I don't know what is your thought? I mean, I see really, really good things for the Jets upcoming. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, as you should be. I think there are two things here. First off, I love that the players have continued to fight for AG. We've seen that over 3 weeks. So from the Bengals game, the Woody Johnson comments on, They have played incredibly hard for AG, and that's been resounding, especially you think about all the different flavors that have happened, whether in this particular case, preparation, right? Short week. That's on coaches. Can you get your guys ready to go? And we've had the previous regime had a lot of games where they weren't ready to go, and they woke up in the second or third quarter. By then, obviously, it's too late. The Jets had a magnificent opening drive against New England Patriots, and obviously they had been working on against a really good team and all that jazz, and playing hard. The thing I don't get, and I've been seeing some of the narrative, so the Jets lose to Patriots, and I'm sort of looking around on social media. One of the articles I do is sort of like, let me grab something from social media to react to on top of all the other stuff, and I saw that all these beat reporters and other media people were like, look at the Jets. Bad offense, bad defense, bad special teams. What a terrible performance against New England. And I'm like, man, did I watch another game? I just, again, I'm not saying they were perfect. They had drops, the Justin Fields fumble, penalties all over the place. They had all kinds of mistakes. But, like, the Jets were totally in that game. And anyone that says they weren't, we just watched different games. I just don't see it. And a lot of people have been saying that. So, again, there is no moral cookies. The Jets are 2-8. The record sucks, but that's what I'm encouraged by. Everything you just said. Justin Fields barely threw over 100 passing yards. We sarcastically celebrated that because it's been so bad. He's had 4 of the 5 games this season in which he threw for under 60 passing yards. Like, if you just plug a quarterback in there, and the Jets are going to have more than that, right? They're going to have free agency dollars. They're going to have draft picks. They're going to have a lot of ways to fill a lot of these holes that currently exist on the roster. And that is encouraging to me. And obviously the most important piece of all those, of course, is that quarterback.
I mean, that's the thing, is that they're playing for this coach, okay? And they respect, and this team looks so much better than last year with Allbright. I mean, just look how they played last year. I mean, you could just see how they played, how they're getting destroyed, how they had no resistance. These guys are fighting, and these guys aren't even that good. Right. I mean, that's why. That's how you can tell coaching, because you have subpar talent, and you got subpar talent that's playing. Now, I know that, again, the Patriots, their record, they're not as good as their record indicates. And it's going to be proven. It's going to be proven in the playoffs. I'm not saying they're going to be one and done, but I mean, I think a lot of teams will want to play them, in the playoffs, because, they could be a mirage. I mean, they because, and you look at their schedule upcoming. I mean, they only have like 1 or 2 challenging games the rest of the season, so they're probably going to get the number 1 seed unless they crater or do something ridiculous. But
yeah, look at these games, folks. For those who don't know, they play the Bengals next, win, Giants next, win. They play Buffalo. So at worst, they're going to split with Buffalo. Maybe they sweep them. Then they have at Baltimore, at Jets, Miami. Miami stinks. So they're at 9-2 right now. So 10-2, 11-2, 12 wins, 13 wins. Like, damn, they're going to be an unbelievable in terms of wins heading into the playoffs. They're going to have an absolute great shot. They said that at the end of the NFL on Prime broadcast. The Patriots have like the best path or the best odds or whatever, the number 1 seed. It's very much in front of them for sure.
So what they're doing, and again, I mean, obviously, I don't think that the Jets are wanting to lose or they're wanting to, get better draft position, but you have to look at their talent and their players, and Garrett Wilson's an IR, and I wonder if he's even going to come back the rest of the year if they lose these next games, because maybe they want better positioning. But man, they look different. They look like a different team. They look like a real team. And you get them some players, and people are going to see it. You can mark my words. Now, about the Cowboys, their defense is atrocious. And I see on camera that they show the film, and they show that all of a sudden, now they weren't a great defense, but they had some decent, solid blue chip players. They had some players that played, and all of a sudden, all these players are playing bad. They're sucking. They just didn't get bad overnight. It's the coach, the defensive coordinator. Their coaching is horrific. I mean, I've never seen so many wide open players running zone. I mean, so many wide open and quarterbacks that can barely throw the ball are having career days. I mean, you're telling me Russell Wilson throws 500 fucking yards, his career high, and this guy is freaking is washed. This guy can't even make a completion. And against the Cowboys, he has he looks like fucking Hall of Fame. I mean, this is how bad their defense and they had such a really, I mean, they had an atrocious defense in 2020 with Mike Nolan as the coordinator that people don't remember. And I never thought I would see a bad defense, but this defense is worse than Mike Nolan. And so, I mean, I know Quinnen Williams is going to be an upgrade, but everybody here,
take care of Quinnen for us.
Everybody says that he's going to, but I mean, Quinnen Williams wasn't that great in New York, was he? I mean, teams were running all over the Jets.
He had 1 sack this year, so the production was certainly substandard. Now, here's the thing we don't know, right? We're only going to know once he steps onto that field for the Cowboys. There are people that accuse Quinnen or whatever, whether it's subconscious or on purpose, that, like, you know, he's just mired in mediocrity, mired in losing, so he played down to the shitty players and level or of play that was around him, and that he's going to be reinvigorated in Dallas, and new team, new location. He's going to be fired up. He's going to go back to the Quinnen that he was as a former first-team All-Pro. Well, we won't know that till we see it on the field, so we'll see. But no, pass rusher, he has performed as a better run defender this year, which is what Jerry Jones wants, so he's getting what he wants.
Yeah.
He is performing as a better run defender than he's ever performed this year. Quinnen Williams, that's what the advanced stats say. But as a pass rusher, it's been lower, so we'll see if that picks back up in Dallas.
I tell you, I don't know if y'all need to get a new coordinator. I'm not. I mean, Wilkes is. I mean, you know, there's a reason. Think about it. When they're in the Super Bowl, if people don't remember this, he was a defensive coordinator. Against the Chiefs with
correct San Francisco. Yeah,
with Shanahan. Shanahan calls a timeout because this guy's playing ridiculous defense on third down. He actually has to call a timeout and say, "What are you doing?" And right there, you knew that the writing was on the wall. And then he was fired right after that,
yes,
right after the Super Bowl. And
yep.
So, I mean, I know that he and Glenn, go back long ways, but I kind of wonder, man, if you need somebody different, because when you're gonna get some good talent. Because I tell you, the Jets do have some good talent, and I think they spot really good talent, defensive talent. They need a better coach. They need a better coordinator. Maybe Glenn can help with that too, because I really trust his ability. But man, I'm seeing really, really good things for the Jets. I don't know what people are talking about. I know their record. See, this is another team that they're not what their record indicates. They're 2-8, but they are not a 2-8 or 2-9, whatever it is.
It's 2-8.
They're not what they're. It's so funny. It's ironic. They're just like the Patriots. They're not what their record indicates. They are so much better.
Huh? Yeah. So I'm encouraged, MJ. I'm encouraged for the future, and thanks for all the kind words. And long overdue. It's great to have you back on the program, MJ.
Likewise, buddy. Take care.
There he is, MJ, joining us here on the program. Terrific. Great to have him here on the show. Again, I am very high on AG. I trust him to run this process. The players have fought very hard for him over the last couple of games. Preparation. Robert Saleh had a lot of preparation issues. He had those guys ready. Now, another leaky, right? You plug a hole on a boat and then other holes are bursting out, right? The penalty issue that AG had curtailed reared its ugly head, unfortunately, on Thursday Night Football. And there was some implosion from a penalty standpoint. But they were able to show that opening drive script, getting that touchdown ready. We'll see. Is Steve Wilkes the right guy? If there is a change to be made after year number 1, there's a case to be made for Steve. He effed the pooch on the first 5 weeks of the season. There was some better play, but there's been a lot of wild inconsistencies, communications issues. Do you blame Wilkes? Do you blame the players? Wilkes is coaching the players, so is that on him? I mean, we could get into debates about that all day long, I suppose. We have 600 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe, baby, here on the program. 100 of those 600 are watching here on YouTube. Make sure you guys like the video, baby. Appreciate you guys tuning in here on the program. And I'll just give you a spoiler alert. We are going to be evaluating a lot. This is a speculation offseason. The Jets, we know, are going to be in the quarterback market, but who's the right guy? I'll be writing articles. We'll be doing podcasts. We're going to be breaking down the possibilities for the Jets at quarterback, whether that's draft, which, again, we're going to have Drew Beatty. He returns to the show tomorrow. So all your draft questions about 2026 prospects, 2027 prospects, or what have you, Drew Beatty will be with us tomorrow morning. because we don't have a game day show because no game to report on. So we'll talk some drafts. So if you have draft questions, we'll take those on the show tomorrow. So feel free to send those in. But we're going to explore all these different possibilities. Today, it was a Kyler Murray conversation, but we're going to explore all these options and try to see if we can help the Jets and help ourselves find out who the guy should be. And we'll go one way or the other, which is good. I see this question here real quick before we get back to the phone lines. BG, would you start Brady Cook versus the Baltimore Ravens? If you were going to make a quarterback change during a mini bye, would make a lot of sense. The Jets have 10 days between the Thursday night football game they just played and the Baltimore Ravens game, which is on the road. Now, would I start Brady Cook? I'm going to ride with what AG's likely to do. If he is to make a quarterback change, I think you have to go to Tyrod. We have not gone to Tyrod this season by choice. It's been by injury. Week 3, Justin Fields had a concussion. He was out. Jets had no choice. They played Tyrod Taylor. Now, heading into Baltimore, the Jets have a choice. They could choose to start Justin Fields or they could choose to start Tyrod. So they have a choice to pick. I think if the Jets started Brady Cook and completely leapfrogged Tyrod Taylor, I don't know about the messaging of that, especially because I know people are going to laugh. I know people are going to make jokes about what I'm about to say, okay? But it is a thing, okay? The Jets have not been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs yet.
Playoffs? Are you talking about the playoffs?
Yes, Grandpa. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they haven't been mathematically eliminated. So when you are mathematically eliminated, you operate your teams differently. When there's still a chance, a hint of a chance, maybe, possibly, versus, oh, it's over. Then it's, for us as fans, a 2-8, it's evaluation mode. And maybe it is for the team, but they're not outright saying it. When you're mathematically eliminated, there's different conversations. Anywho, long story short, to answer your question, Rob, I appreciate the question here on YouTube. I don't believe the Jets make a quarterback change to a Brady Cook until they're mathematically eliminated. So that's coming sooner rather than later. And when that does, I think the Jets right now, they have, what are they? So 2-8, there's 7 games left, which is crazy. That's 7 games. That's a lot of games. It's half a season, man. There's a lot of games that we're going to be subject to here. I think Brady Cook has a shot like the final month of the season ish, somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe it's just short. Maybe it's 2 games, the last 2 games or something. But I think for now, the play is to go to Tyrod. I would go to Tyrod. Hell, I would have went to Tyrod for this New England game personally, but I don't make those decisions. But I think you go to Tyrod. Justin's passing has just been unspeakable tragedy. It's been awful. The Jets owe it to themselves to go to Tyrod. And then we go from there. And if Tyrod's terrible, okay, it's Brady Cook time. Yeah, there you go. East Zone coverage. Tyrod Taylor revenge game, baby, against Baltimore. Yeah, I love revenge games. There you go. Before we go back to the phone lines, one more shout out again, baby. This is our giveaway. We're doing one giveaway every single month. We're giving away a beautiful autographed Marty Lyons jersey. That's his Alabama college football jersey. Stitched at the bottom of that jersey is all of his wonderful accomplishments. If you want a chance to win that and this, shout out to Carl. We have an autographed Marty Lyons hat that's been added to this prize pack. There it is. That's Marty Lyons, Herbie Hancock right there with Jets. And you have the tags here as well. So this and the jersey will be going together. Actually, the jersey is right here, but it's beautifully displayed in picture form. So that's easier to show on camera. So both of those Marty Lyons items are up for grabs. If you want a chance to win that, all you have to do is spend $3 on the channel. $3 on the channel. You have a raffle ticket to do that. There are no limits to how many raffle tickets you can have. The more raffle tickets you have, the better your odds are, of course, of winning those wonderful prizes. So make sure you guys join the Boy Green Coffee Club. That's always available in the YouTube description down below. All the perks of the Boy Green Coffee Club, which is our YouTube membership group, and a chance to win free stuff. So not too shabby. Let's go back to the phone lines. It is the one and only Bill Aimley.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm going to be honest. Been an absolute tour. It's like one of those, like you go to your house, you just think you're going to your house, and all of a sudden there's a group of people in a circle. You're like, what the hell? And they're like, yeah, this is an intervention, Paul. We want to talk about your problems. And in this case, it's not problems. It's, yeah, that bet you did. Hey, you know what would be funny? And people just going around the room giving suggestions, which I know that's what I was walking into on the show today.
They're adding to the pain. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they are. It's pretty sick. Yeah.
I missed the first hour and a half of the show, and after seeing that one guy, the barber, come on with his razor on, I'm wondering if people are starting to volunteer and say, listen, I'll give you 20 more coffee club memberships if I'm the one that gets to shave you.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just going to keep going to another level now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be in. Oh, on your next giveaway, include some of your beard trimming. Send that in. What the hell? So I can live for that forever. That's disgusting. Like, what in the world? So I should probably shut up and not give any more ideas out there to the universe, to be honest.
Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine if that was to come to fruition.
Oh dear Lord.
You're there saying, "Oh my beard, and,
I know.
and you get like 20 callers in. I'll give you 100 memberships, 50, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Razors.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, right. Use this one. I'll ship it to you. Oh, great. Autograph it. Oh, Jesus. So, I've done this to myself. I have no one to blame, but hopefully the Jets save me. AG gets his guys ready for a very difficult challenge. Baltimore is the favorite to win the division. They were still the favorites to win the AFC North at 1-5 because the odds makers must just know, oh, Lamar's going to get healthy, Steelers are going to collapse, and the Ravens are going to come back. And it very much looks like that's the path they're heading on right now. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm just curious about so many things. Like, will Brady Cook actually be a solid quarterback for the team, given my criticisms and others' criticisms about the ability of this franchise to develop a quarterback in the first place? So I haven't even heard anything about whether or not the media has gotten sneak peeks and said, Brady's not looking so bad in practice. I think he should come into the game, but
to be honest, so two things here. First off, media gets to see like the first 10 or 15 minutes of practice, so they don't get to see much. And number two, the harsh reality for people that don't know this out there in the universe is, there's just not enough reps. I'm going to make this number up. Let's say there's 25 reps in practice, and Justin Fields is a starter. He's getting 25 of those reps. Tyrod's getting nothing outside of like if Justin, I need to get some water. Hey, Tyrod, can you jump in for 3 snaps? Like outside of that, there's nothing. So Brady's getting zip and pip, I would imagine. Outside of scout team, if he's playing, and I don't know this, but if he's the scout team quarterback for the Jets as their practice squad guy, maybe he's getting some of those reps, I guess, and mocking whoever the quarterback is. Although I hope he's not the what is it? I hope he's not the scout team quarterback because I'm not sure if Brady Cook can give a proper representation of Lamar Jackson throughout the work week. I don't know if Jet defense is going to be quite as prepared saying, oh, okay, this is what the elements that Lamar Jackson will present. I'm not quite sure on that. So we'll see. But so for Brady, it's going to be all on the team of just saying like, YOLO, let's see what this kid has. And you don't know till you know, right? Again, it's a non-zero chance that he could be something, whether that's a future starter or a long-term backup, which I think is super valuable. If Brady, this random guy that you brought in as an undrafted free agent, if he proves that he could just be a clipboard holder and he'd be a halfway decent spot starter in case of injury, that's a great value to have in your room.
Absolutely.
That would be terrific.
I agree. And, one of the things that we hope is that he is, in fact, mobile himself. Doesn't have to be to the same extent as Fields being able to run, 60, 70 yards in a game, but mobile enough to stay away from getting sacked and being able to get a fast release, get that ball out quickly and the ability to process a lot better than what Fields has done so far. So we can only hope, but since we don't seem to get any word out about Cook at all, people are wondering, well, how good could he actually be if we haven't even seen hide nor hair of him on the field.
None.
Oh, yeah. No diapers. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but
and these are your friends. Holy crap.
Yeah, exactly, right? And how did that spin out of control? Again, shaving the beard's not enough. Hey, slap him in a diaper. Yeah, give him a binky. Like what? What in the world?
Yeah. This
is spun totally out of control. This is just continue to go down a dark path. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What in the world?
I just hope that people feeling sorry for you when you shave the beard down.
Yeah.
Give you more memberships as a
Yeah,
gift.
hopefully so. Hoping that would be the small modicum of something, as I'm embarrassed, and hopefully whoever is responsible for potentially shaving this beard does a halfway decent job, so it's not some choppy mess of whatever it looks like after. And as I'm in the fetal position crying about it, someone's like, "Here's 100 memberships, pal. Have a great day." Yeah, hopefully that makes me feel slightly better about it.
You might have the opposite. Hey, another 100 memberships. Trim it another inch.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think that's enough. Yeah, someone go through that razor a second time. What? Yeah,
That's
so
it.
oh boy.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. How are the kids?
I've seen a few videos of them because they're with their mother in Massachusetts. They're doing some holiday stuff, which is great. So they look like they're good, and it absolutely breaks my heart to hear. So my fiance called me last night and just said, "Oh yeah, the kids have been asking about you," which thank God they didn't forget me. So that's good to
There
know.
you go.
And that when we do these video FaceTime calls, my daughter tries to hug the phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Jesus, that, so I can't wait to see him. Long story short, they're both healthy, and that's what's most important. And again, that's not guaranteed in life. So when I've told this story before, but I'll tell a sped up version. I wanted a son. So rewind to before my fiance was even pregnant. If we wanted kids, I said, oh man, I'd love a son, like continue the legacy, the name, the blah, blah, blah. And she gets pregnant, and we don't know, obviously, if it's a boy or girl. And we do this gender party where I spike a football, and it's supposed to explode in the color that would be the gender. And in my head, I'm like, son. Come on, baby. I want a son, football, man, football, son. Daughter wasn't even on my radar. And I spiked the football, and it's pink. And of course, that means that it's a girl. And to be honest, as we went through that process of birth and the complications of a few things that happened during her pregnancy, you forget about all that superficial. Oh, I want a boy. I didn't care anymore. I wanted a healthy baby. That was the only thing that mattered to me.
Absolutely.
It's hard to even describe to people because, like I said before, all that stuff is happening. I'm like, boy, I'm selfish. Yeah, give me a boy. Come on, guys, give me a man. Give me a boy. And once again, the baby's just healthy. That's all you care about. You don't care about anything else anymore. And maybe that's how God let it happen. And once I stopped caring, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Fine. I just want a healthy daughter. If we have another kid, it could be a girl. I don't care what it is. I just want a healthy baby. And then the God's like, all right, here's your son, you bastard. So I don't know if that's how it happened, but yeah. So all that I care about now is just their health. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I used to dream about having a large family and everything, but I have my one son, which I'm very happy about, and unfortunately, my wife did miscarry the second one, but
oh Jesus,
thank God it happened within the first month, so
right.
Yeah, so we didn't have to go through this thing about it was a boy or a girl, and then
right.
Yeah, so. And the other great thing was that I was in the delivery room when he was born.
Oh my goodness!
The doctor handed him to me. It was the most beautiful thing in the world. Still remember that moment, and here we are 35 years later.
I still have it in my head. Again, I got to
black hair. What's going on here?
Yeah, I know, right? That's another thing where you're like, what in God's great earth is happening? And I got to, I don't know if, again, because I've only done this twice, so I'm not sure what's the normal standard operating procedure on these matters. But I'm in the delivery room. The baby gets delivered. My fiance apparently didn't have the reaction they wanted to whatever they were doing, so they had to put her down to calm her down while they were doing their business. So it was me and my daughter. I was just with her for 2 hours or something, just me and her by ourselves. And so I just stared at her for 2 hours. It was just the most and I still can remember it in my head like it was yesterday. And you just oh my goodness, I'm a dad. Oh my goodness, there's an alive baby. I'm responsible for keeping alive for the foreseeable future. Good Lord. So right, that time you just will never forget for the rest of time. That's such a special moment for anyone who's parents. They understand out there.
Absolutely. I know your dad is proud of you and all your siblings.
Yeah, I got a lot of them running around there in the universe. So that's always the number one thing, and I'm sure the kids will feel the same way. That you just want to make your parents proud. Whatever you do in life, you just want to do right by them, and that's 100% what I've always wanted to do. So shout out to Pops. I wouldn't be doing this show if it wasn't for old Pops of his support and stuff. Because how does that conversation go? Hey, Pop. Yeah, I figured out what I wanted to do. Sure, son. What do you want to do? Yeah, YouTube. What? You want to do what? Yeah. My job. Yeah. I want to do this YouTube thing. Yeah. Okay. How does that work? Yeah. Yeah. I do a show from my house, and talk about the Jets. How often? Yeah, every day. Huh. Interesting. So, I'm not sure how that conversation goes in the rest of America, but my father was super supportive. So,
my dad would not even know what the hell that was.
Exactly. Right. You get the what?
He never had a computer.
Right. You know what I mean? So I owe it all to him for sure to even give me the faith and confidence and everything. And he worked really hard to put me in a position for helping me pay for college and stuff. So I wouldn't have to worry about stuff. So I didn't have to think about just getting a job that paid money to support things regardless of your dream. They gave me opportunities that whatever my dream was, and in this case it was sports, that I was able to pursue it without the pressures of like, geez, I owe this money on this. Geez, I have to just have a job. Some of us don't have that luxury. We just have to work. If you may not like your job out there in the universe, you just got to pay your bills, man. We don't ask you whether you like it or not. You just got to do what you got to do for your family. So I am very lucky to be able to be in a position where it doesn't feel like work. I love doing these jobs. So that's terrific.
Yeah, that's what you want, to be able to do something that you love and make money off it too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's terrific. Right. My fiance hates that. I am a sort of an entrepreneur, I guess, whatever the word is for it, because like all the time she like makes things. So like so here's just she didn't make this, but there's this like cup here that says Esden Zone on it, and she can do stuff like this where she gets, I don't even know how it works because I'm an idiot, but like she can get a football thing on a cup and stuff like that. And she didn't make that one, but she does that thing, and she just did it on her own for the kids. And I went, ooh, do you want to start cranking them out and selling them? I could be your guy. And she went, Jesus, no, I don't just want to do things to make money off it. But I was like, hey, come on, we can turn this into a business. And so I'm always thinking about crazy stuff. So
absolutely.
Well,
I can only hope that the Jets find a way to beat the Ravens. It's gonna be rough going, but they did play hard this last game despite the outcome, and I fully expect them to come out playing hard against the Ravens as well.
Yes, I hope so.
So the best of luck. Hopefully you don't have to shave.
We can only pray, Bill, and we'll see if it happens. We'll see if it happens. But
all
thanks
right,
for calling in, buddy.
All right, you take care. Have a good one. Everyone have a great weekend.
There you go. Bill Aimley joining us here on the program. And as I normally do when I'm cracking the mic, I leave people out. Of course, my mother is in the chat. She goes, how did Pop get all the credit? Of course, Imam G was a key piece of the puzzle. This story I'm about to tell is a key piece of the puzzle on this that my father hates me telling this story. I went to SUNY Oswego here locally. They have a lot of, for people that are like, what the hell is SUNY Oswego? There may be people that are beyond local that don't know that school. Al Roker, he went there. Steve Levy, former voice of Monday Night Football. Linda Cohn, the longest running Sports Center anchor of all time. So a lot of famous alum. Boy Green? No, I'm just kidding. Maybe? No, I'm just kidding. But they had all these wonderful alum that went there. But before I went to Oswego, I started at a community college. I went to Cayuga Community College, CCC. They had two campuses. One here in Fulton, New York. That's like a 30-minute drive for me. And then one in Auburn. And the Auburn campus had a radio and TV station. I'm like, oh, cool. I could get my hands on radio and TV stuff. I could see if this is what I want to do. And so for the first couple semesters, I had a good friend who also traveled to the campus, which was like an hour-ish away, and she took me to all my classes. I'm like, sweet, this works out great. And eventually she stopped going to school, and then I had no way to get there. I didn't have a car. That's a longer story. And I had no way to get there. My mother volunteered to bring me to the classes, to and from. She would go to drive an hour away from home. She'd sometimes just chill out in the parking lot listening to her songs. I don't know what the hell she was doing out there. And then I would do class, I'd come back out, and then she'd pick me up and she'd drive me back. I had this movie night class where at super late at night, 10, 11 o'clock, she'd drive all the way out there, pick me up, and then bring me back home. So she 100% deserves all the love in the world. To go back to my high school football days, I see she talked about it in the chat about feeding the football team, my football teammates, and doing those big there you go. I fed the friggin' football team at midnight of doing those big food feedings for my teammates at Oswego High School. And so she deserves an absolute ton of credit. I think I was asked, I don't know how I got into giving a lot of credit to my dad. So maybe I was led in that direction. Maybe that's one of the questions. That could be my only hope to try to salvage my moronness, as my father would like to say, of not giving proper credit to my mother. So yes, there's a lot of people. It's never one person that gives you success in life. My mother, my father, my fiance, my beautiful children. There's a lot of people that have contributed to my success, and this turned into one of those weird thank you speeches at like an award show where I'm just at the end of the Boy Green Daily. I'm like, oh, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, my mother, my father, my parents, my kids, my this, my that. And I think the music's playing heavy, telling me to get off stage. But I'll tell you this, I love doing the show. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Means the world, baby, and absolutely terrific. So appreciate you all out there in the universe. Wonderful show. 600 people in the room, 2.5 hours. You guys are crazy. And I love it. So yes, Taylor Sterling saying play him off. So how about let's see, who can we play here? I'm going off the rails on a Nazi train.
There you go.
There's a good one, and then we have an old Hep guitar one, the OG original Hep.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking just football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Wow. Offense, defense, special teams. Watch the Super Bowl season with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets. Boy.
That was the original Hep song that we got live on the program, which was super cool. So yeah, play them off with all the wonderful, talented listeners of this program that contribute in a variety of ways. They are absolutely the best, baby, and deserves it. The Hepster. Again, fun show. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. Again, we'll have a special edition of Boy Green Daily. No game day episode, no post-game show, no nothing. But what we will have is some conversations with our draft guy, Drew Beatty. So if you guys have draft questions, prospect questions, he's doing a lot of homework on the draft, certain prospects you want him to talk about, certain quarterbacks, 2026 versus 2027, and all that other jazz, get those questions ready. We'll be back on tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. to talk all about it. God bless everybody. Take care, and we'll see you. Like the video and hit subscribe on YouTube. We'd appreciate it. Thanks.